broadcasting of the things.
We have a bouncy bar.
Yeah, we have a bouncy bar. I don't know.
Yeah, we just wait for the YouTube to catch up.
Oh shit, yeah, because it's going to be a little while before the catch up. Because there's like a minute delay, which is awesome. I have no idea. There's probably going to be a
Everything
sudden.
is awesome.
Everything is great when you're part of a
Leave
team.
it to Captain Technical. At least the radio stream works.
Yes, there it
Ah.
No.
Wait, where did my right hand? There we go.
Hang on, there's going to be suddenly us in the speakers, by the way.
There's going to be what?
Suddenly us in the speakers.
Oh great, that's good. I'm glad I put my headphones on.
Just so you know.
There is
Yay.
something behind Alex Run.
Oh.
What? There's something behind
Aha,
it.
we are
There
back.
Yeah.
We
There's
have a
suddenly-
bouncy bar.
Holy
Yeah, we
shit!
have a
I have
bouncy bar.
got. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we just wait for the YouTube to catch up.
Yep, that's us.
My God, YouTube took forever to catch up.
It did, didn't it?
And we pause and mute everything so that we are not then hearing us over and
Yep,
over
no,
again.
I've just muted it, it's fine. Right then.
Okay, so again,
Basically, what happened is the audio input into the machine out there, which does the YouTube stream, well, it's plugged into a USB extension thing.
Yeah.
Block.
oh, the USB extension thing which
USB
flattens
hubs.
the prongs on your USB. Or
No, not that one. That was
Oh, no, that's
a
the-
USB hub is connected to. And obviously, the hub is connected to the PC via USB.
Yes.
Yeah.
That USB cable had come out. So the little tiny box that provided all the audio for the show wasn't getting any power.
It's like,
we need the sad
"Err."
trombone noise for moments like this.
We need to have more studio, less cable.
Look, if you want to do that, feel free.
Yeah, you can all travel to Bournemouth for my little
I mean,
corridor of a room.
If you want to wire this fucking shit up, then feel free.
Oh,
Okay?
You'll have to teach me how to do that
This
first.
shit is complicated.
it requires
Well,
science.
I would say do it all at my place, but it ended up having to be a bedcast, and I don't
Yeah.
think my reputation would survive.
Basically,
You have a reputation.
if I had the money,
Apparently.
I would buy proper gear so I wouldn't have to cobble together lots of individual pieces and try and make them fit. Unfortunately, I don't, so that's what I have to do.
Yeah, I'm working on getting a small travel mixer so I can bring the Yeti and cut down on some of the cable at least.
Basically, I just want a full
Yes.
fucking thing and a way of getting cables out to both. What I'd really like is for it to be all optical. Then I wouldn't have to worry about an immeasurably large amount of shit. Unfortunately, that's really fucking expensive and not gonna happen.
Yeah, but there's that
Can-
kind of stuff.
Can somebody take away Pete's phone? I'm afraid my true form will be revealed on camera.
Is he taking selfies?
Right in the eyes.
Not really a photo, it's more just
Pete uses
following.
solar flash. It was super
super
effective.
Fucking Pokemon.
On the
Solar
plus
flare
side,
Solar
if
flare.
the YouTube feed has now been done correctly,
Yep.
we should all now be in the left ear.
Hello, left ear.
Yeah, the left ear.
Hello, my left ear.
Hello, left ear.
And now we
Hello,
should all
left
be in
ear.
the right ear.
Hello,
My
right
God,
ear.
for the first time in weeks, I can hear out of my right ear.
Stereo.
Woo!
So there we go. And if I tweak these knobs here,
He's playing with his knobs.
Ooh.
This is disturbing because now I'm in the right ear.
I still can't. I'm in my left ear.
You're in. This is really annoying me.
Stop panning us!
I'm having a conversation with Felix in my other ear.
Well, you
This
see-
is confusing.
Now you're
I
kind of
need an adult.
Now that's thinking with portals.
now you're all kind of where you are in the studio. So Felix is now coming more out of the left speaker because he's on the left-hand side.
Well, actually, technically on the right, unless you just think about the viewer's point of view.
The viewer's point of
Viewers.
view.
The viewers-
Who cares about those guys? Am I right,
Exactly.
guys?
If you were watching a stream, I'd be in the right side. Felix would be in the left side.
Would I?
Yeah, you would.
Yes, you would. Because look,
TK,
there's
mirror
you.
the stream.
There's
No.
you.
Alex,
See?
mirror the stream.
I'm good, thanks.
You see, one day you said you were going to bring around your netbook thing so we could plug that in and I could control the PC from the other room.
One day.
Yeah, I've got to dig out where the fuck the micro USB adapter's gone.
In the box of all the cables.
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, you're more or less right. There are a couple of boxes filled with cables.
Yeah. That sounds about right for most of moving and this place.
If you've got my power adapter for my amplifier in there as well, that'd be nice if you could bring that back with you one day.
I will bring a
Box.
week after next is when I have money. I just paid a taxi down so I can bring a big ass bag of cables and let you pick what the fuck you want to have it.
I just need a new microphone adapter, really. But power adapter, 12 volt, 300 milliamp. I think is what we.
I
need.
think that's the standard thing, isn't it, for most of the power adapters?
No.
No.
No, it's 12 volt, many other like either 1 or 2 amps, which is way too powerful.
Hmm.
And it needs positive on the inside, negative on the outside.
I will see what I can do, sir.
I'd like to find a way of being able to power this by USB, actually. That'd be even better. That's 12 volt, isn't it? I don't know how many milliamps, but I'm sure somebody technical could build a USB adapter.
Sir, Pete's on his phone.
Pete's always on his phone. He's
It
always-
Sir, Alex is stealing my shtick, sir.
I was gonna say that's my thing.
I'll give you your fucking stick.
Oh, really?
No,
Oh,
shtick.
really?
Promises,
Stick.
promises.
Shtick.
Stick.
Shtick.
Stick.
Schnarf.
Stick.
But at least there's reasonable quality of sound for once.
Well, there's quality.
Which for this
sound.
show is kind of fucking amazing. 'Cause, but it's nice to see Pete on a real microphone again.
It was
Even
nice to
if-
see Pete.
Yeah.
Is the words you're looking for. Nice to see Pete.
Yeah, that's it.
There we go.
Even if it
Well,
makes
we
us
always
be-
said you had the face for radio, Pete. Come on, straight line like that. How can I not take it?
Exactly. And you could all be part of the Trilby Club, both of you. In your Trilby.
But one's an ugly trilby that I see every day on like spotty teenagers, and the other one is a fake trilby that Felis wears.
Oh.
And this is
That's
said
some
by
nasty arthritis you got there, sir.
this is said by somebody who's wearing a beanie at the moment.
I'm wearing a beanie.
Speckled beanie.
Simply because. Oh yeah, I got this in Germany.
It's a German beanie.
It's a German beanie.
It's like you've managed to now achieve the hat rank of Parappa the Rapper. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That was yeah, well. So
And,
this is TigerTails Radio episode 5, season 8.
Really?
Yes, it is.
Ah, who'd have
As
thought?
you can tell by the thing there.
The little caption at the bottom left-hand corner for those watching.
But the IRC says...
Right, Tom.
It says episode 5.
Oh, yeah, TK changed
Episode
it
5,
like
yes, we
10
had
minutes
this
ago.
Conversation. Yes.
And hello to DJ and Red Cane Channel. Hello to the pair of you.
Hello.
Hello, chap.
Hello.
I entertained them briefly whilst things were silent.
Hello, anyone who is watching via the YouTubes, because there are 6 people.
Hello. Oh, God, we've got Pete there, haven't we?
Oh, we have a yellow spark talking in the...
Yes.
Hello,
hello.
yellow.
Yellow.
I like in chat as well, because I've got both the YouTube and IRC open. Even if
Well-
I'm logged in as TigerTails TV, but that doesn't matter.
I am
Irrelevant.
currently IRC, bitch, so who's looking after YouTube?
I can do that a bit.
I'm looking at YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah, you're in like control of the YouTube thing.
No, he doesn't actually have the YouTube chatty thing open, no.
No,
The YouTube
Would you
chatty
like me to
thing.
get the chatty thing open?
that might break everything.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Really?
don't
Wait,
touch
wait.
anything.
on.
Your
Let's carry
your
on.
awesome computer
Yeah.
will break.
No. But it might break the stream or something.
Yes.
Yes, the
Within how
delicate
temperamental.
balance that we have.
We'll test this later because I'm sure Pete's machine can't do anything but Internet Explorer. Felis is busy with IRC, and you can't really do it with those machines in your cubbyhole.
I do have one quick question though.
Yes.
Does YouTube start getting really pissy if I start playing something, Alex? Because YouTube will start getting really upset if I start doing something against its
There's...
Such as?
Could you rephrase that?
Yeah.
I'm not
At
entirely sure what
all.
you're referring to.
will. Bear with me a second. I'm just getting a particular sound file.
Oh, here we go. So, what we're looking forward to then is the
Hang on.
continuation of season 8.
Well, do you remember way back when we used to play games with IRC?
Yeah.
And I'm just wondering if we can try and get something back. Hang on, bear with me.
Giving back to the community is what we do at TigerTails Radio.
I wouldn't go that
Blankety
far.
blank.
I thought TigerTails Radio was like community service.
Fuck, it is. I know why as well.
Has YouTube started getting upset yet?
No, it's not said a thing.
Is it not recognising this as a copyright tune yet?
No,
No.
it's sitting there going, the health is good. That is what it says about the stream status. The health is good.
Good afternoon, stream. I hope you're in good health today.
Yeah, everything's been fine.
I would love to get Blankety Blank back on the show because that was fucking fun.
Of course, the stream's still a good, like, half a minute behind.
True, but YouTube will really start bitching out. But we need more people in RC for that to work properly. So that's something I'd like to get on. So if we can get more people in RC, then we can start playing games again. Why the fuck not?
As long as we can eventually wait for the IRC browser to get fixed as well, because some people aren't so savvy that they'll go, yes, I'll download an IRC client. I know everything about that. Let's go.
We're going to have to include like really... I don't know if we can get like a pre-set up version of Ice Chat on the website that we can then give people to
You can
download.
get browser installed ones
We got to,
Yeah.
inbuilt.
It didn't work. That's what's broken at the moment.
yeah.
We
But
had
for
one.
some people,
Ah.
some people it'll work
Technical
perfectly. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for those watching and listening, we are now going into the technical realms of IRC talk.
Yeah.
Yes, we should stop that before it gets too late and
Ah.
go, TK, how's your week?
My week was okay, actually.
Yay!
Until today, when we realised everything had fucking broken. Managed to get around the problems with the website, so now the website's been updated.
Yeah, there was a lot of updating during today.
Yeah, with a little bit of help from Xavier.
It is actually up to date, not just updated.
Dun dun dun.
I know, right? What the fuck?
Yeah, TK should have been playing that, and
That
I don't know what
requires
Alex did. I think he was just
transforming,
transforming for a
yeah.
second.
I transformed from Alex into
Mega
Alex.
No, he's a.
Yeah.
Quick, Alex on. Megatron is stealing all the
Wow.
Energon.
Moving on.
I knew this day would come.
So what
Well,
else?
the dreaded moving on.
Yeah, what have you been doing in the week then, Tiggs?
Work mostly. And then Fake Friday came along.
Big Friday!
Which is Thursday.
Friday.
Which is Thursday before
Yeah.
Friday Bank Holiday. And
Which
so we were
is
like,
weird.
yay, it's Fake Friday. Let's have the Fake Friday celebrations of eating all of the Haribo, which was nice.
I've been a long time unemployed. I kind of forget these things.
Yes.
And then actual Friday happened, and it was Bank Holiday, which was awesome because everyone was going to go to work,
Yes,
Yeah.
which was good.
which was the best thing. It's like, yeah, because fuck going to work. No one likes to do that. And then Fake Bank Holiday Monday. Fake Sunday, as I call it, because it's like a Sunday, except with that
You
role
told me
play
to
in
take it away. I'm giving it back before Pete steals it.
What's that?
Oh. His black dildo.
It's never a dildo.
Right.
Well, unless Alex is holding it in a picture done by werewolf.
It's an augmented reality dildo.
Oh. Is
Have
it an
you-
e-penis?
Yeah, it's an e-penis. Have you done anything else this week then?
No,
That's
which is
one
going to
mic
make done and
close.
dusted interesting.
Oh, good.
Yeah, going to struggle with that. I'll think of something, probably, hopefully, maybe, perhaps. But this has been a nice kind of, I'd like a lazy week. I've
lazy
just spent
week.
watching Tom Snake Engine on YouTube.
Dun,
Among
dun,
other
dun,
things.
dun, dun, dun. Yes, that was random.
What do you mean that was
It
random?
was random. It was I come round here and it's like Thomas the Tank Engine, and then between that and Hedgie and Pokemon.
Ah, I see.
Pokemon.
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 Hedges
Poke-
is
they're not
watching.
edible pieces of candy from Japan.
They technically
Chocolate
are.
covered breadsticks.
Yep. That shit is good.
Oh, dear.
That shit is good.
So
Why
Felix,
is chocolate covered breadsticks so tasty?
because it's chocolate covered breadsticks. So Felix, how's your week been?
It's been a pretty lazy week, actually.
Yay for lazy weeks.
Yeah, most of the
Lazy.
time was spent catching up on video games and books and other things I've been meaning to, get off the list of shit I must do / read.
Yeah, I keep doing that, but that's one of the things at the top of my list that I never actually cross off, so I never actually get to the rest of the stuff underneath it.
Well,
Procrastination!
yay! Actually, procrastination was lower on my list, so I haven't gotten to that yet.
Ah,
That's right, I just meant to procrastination.
That's
Meanwhile, the rest of the house is almost decorated now.
Almost decorated.
They finally carpeted all the hallways. With upstairs. Has the downstairs hallway been carpeted yet?
I don't think they did that.
No, no. Basically, they're recarpeting the entire house
Lovely.
with a rather nice plush underlay to it. It's like
Oh,
an
it's-
inch thick plush underlay.
It's lovely to lay on.
So this is the sort of place where we wouldn't mind telling our friends to sleep on the fucking floor.
If you had friends.
I got friends. I got friends.
Hands up if we have.
Some of them
friends
are real.
outside of this room.
I have. He's at
Why are you raising your hand, Pete? Put it down.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. Does that mean you're a lady, Alex? Because don't forget, Pete has a lady friend.
Oh, he has a lady friend, of course. Yeah, a lady friend, not just a friend, not a girlfriend, but a lady friend.
Yes, well, I have a Duchess friend.
The Duchess friend. You have a fucking Frenchie.
Oh!
She also knows where you live, Alex.
I know.
We apologise for anyone who's listening who may find offence in Alex's comment.
She also knows how to operate the Nerf guns.
All of a
As
sudden,
do you.
As do I, with my accidental
Nerf to the box.
eye shots.
Nerf to the eye.
Oh, ow.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
See, I love this. I love this because I can mention anything, and Felix is the one that gets hit. And Felix
That's
is the
good.
one that always messes up.
Only because she doesn't know Alex well enough yet. Give it another couple of weeks, she'll be quite comfortable punching him.
Which is why I'm getting all this out of the way now. Why she doesn't.
She knows Alex well enough to apparently give rounds of applause, so I hear.
I didn't mention this to Pete.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Remember last week after the show, we were talking on the step?
Shut up.
But we're not actually going to say anything more about that.
A round of applause. Sorry, I had
and
to
it's at
throw
this
it in.
moment that nobody tells Pete anything ever again.
Ever.
Ever.
I swear, I haven't talked to Pete for a while.
Strange that.
I keep meaning to. It's just I see you online and then you disappear suddenly just
Yeah,
before I'm about to
you-
say hi. And I'm suddenly going, he knows I'm there.
You close your eyes and sleep every now and again, yeah. So other than that, how's your week been?
Yeah, it's actually been surprisingly nice. It's been relaxed and not having to do much of anything apart from what I want to. And even things I want to do, I even got some recording done.
Bloody hell.
Yay.
Does that actually mean stuff will be uploaded onto your site?
Does that mean soon we're going to get the next exciting instalment of Bad Fanfic Theatre?
he's had his hand on that knob for about
Yeah.
5 minutes, just
He-
waiting.
Waiting for an opportunity.
On that knob.
Yes. God damn it, TK.
Since when did Pete turn into the Stifler?
Oh, dear God.
I don't know.
Anyway.
I love my knob.
How about you, Pete?
I'm going to pass to Alex because I feel that. Oh. Cheers, Takes.
Sir, we broke the Pete, sir.
Not
we
quite
get a
yet.
new one.
We're not playing
Oh,
Apples
sorry,
to
that's the other thing I'll be
Apples.
doing, catching up on riff tracks. I'm halfway through the Harry Potter movies
You poor thing.
Oh, my God.
with Mike and the other guy.
That narrows it down.
That narrows it down to most
Was
of
it,
the
was it
population.
Joe was the other presenter?
I don't know. I never used to watch it.
You guys, damn it.
Moving on. Alex,
You
how's
could
your
lead
week
a
been?
horse to water, Felis.
But you can't get him to know sparkle, sparkle, sparkle.
Fuck yeah,
Sunshine,
sparkle, sparkle,
sunshine.
sparkle.
Took you long enough.
Alex, how's your week been?
Why are you so insistent on getting my week out of the way?
Because I said so.
My week has been quite chilled. Just work, and I brought a few things for a house because where I'm used to living by myself, or not by myself, but with in a shared accommodation.
Self-dependent in a... Yeah.
Self-defendant.
Self-dependent.
I'm very good at that. I've played enough Phoenix Wright that I can defend myself in court now.
Objection!
Yep.
Overruled.
Fuck, I didn't get that far.
Anyway, yeah. So I've been buying cups, a table for my room, that sort of shit. Just
Did you go to IKEA?
He did,
yeah,
actually.
I did go back here.
Fuck you, IKEA.
It's scary when somebody comes out with that kind of comment because it's like you just sit there and go, but that's the thing everyone does. What do you mean Alex has never done this in his life? And we all go, no, he's never had to do this in his entire life because he's a baby.
It's because he's like 12.
He's a baby, but I'm used to like living with just a cup of coffee. I eat out the house and I eat.
He
stuff
does. He's got
Yeah.
fridge space, but doesn't. Your pizza's still in there, to be
No,
honest.
I had that actually. I thought the only reason I had that pizza was because I brought it because my friend wanted a pizza when he came round. He wanted food, so I said I'll just get anything. I don't really care, and because I don't buy food to eat at home. I just
What, you buy it to look at?
I snack
You buy
on
it as a
food.
nice display
He doesn't
piece.
buy it full stop.
Come on, TK, he brings around snacky snack food and then just hands it out to us.
I know, it's crazy.
It's like,
He's like, I
"Here,
bought
eat
these
this."
biscuits. Oh, I'm having a diet. You eat them. What? Okay.
well, I just need an excuse to eat small things. So, but
Forward Venus.
I need a responsible adult.
Hi.
You're not a responsible adult.
I'm responsible for many things around here, you'll find.
Oh, this is going to be a good episode.
Touche, sir.
But yes,
Touche.
seeing as I now have to actually cook for other people, where
He doesn't have to.
well, no, I'm not. I'm not cooking because it's you.
I'm not entirely sure how he should take that
He's
comment.
cooking because Celine will punch him if he doesn't.
Oh no,
That
not that.
comment, however, I would take quite fairly, yeah. The threat
Well-
of physical violence, yes.
Well, no, it's just that I enjoy cooking. I love cooking, but I never get around to doing it because I don't have to do it.
Might be easier to wait till we got the new cooker put in.
Pete,
Yeah.
just for future reference, the word Anne doesn't have a D on the end.
And
Dicks.
That does have a D at the start.
Dicks.
Yep. That's
yes, so like when I'm cooking on Wednesday simply because my girlfriend's coming around, so I thought I can't not cook, you know.
You've learnt more than most people with girlfriends then.
Hey, wait, I know the way to a person's heart
Through
is
the
through their
stomach,
stomach.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's between the third and fourth ribs at more or less a 40-degree angle.
No, it's with a shotgun to the chest.
And this is why you two.
The best bit is when you the best bit is when you have a female partner who cooks
Oh my
for
God.
you and wants to cook for you, and then which patient you go, no, because I will then put on all the weight.
It's only taken several years, but I finally have moderator status for the chat. Gaze at my glorious act.
You have more power than TK.
No, you don't. I'm
No, I
just
don't.
a loner.
He's got that little Enye thing.
I get the squiggle.
He's got the Enye thing,
Yeah. The Spanish wibbly.
tilt.
the tilde sign.
I get the tilt.
I was looking at it going confused, going Enye thing. What the hell are you talking about?
So it
What's
just
a
sounds like,
tilde?
TK can't be here this week, for he has a terrible case of the Spanish wibblies.
Or as we refer to it, Enye
Space Wibblies.
Or as TK calls him, Ricardo.
Yeah.
or Hedgie.
Other than
Hedgie is
that,
not Spanish. Thank God.
Yes.
other than that,
Can be if you want him to be.
other than that, I went to London for my monthly meetup tournament thing. for a day on Saturday.
Yep.
And Friday and Sunday, I sort of brought things, went out and did things.
And he's found out there was actually a Highlander movie worse than The Quickening.
Yes, I had no idea of this.
You have to watch the second half of that review to see how bad it gets.
Is that-
No, you're doing it.
That's yeah. Moving on, but on your London gaming trip, wasn't it a case of people weren't heckling you for being bad? Now,
Yeah, sort of. Like it's an improvement from being utter shit to slightly shit.
No, he's just moderately
it's
shit.
great
Yeah,
listening
yeah.
to the comments. It was like, oh yeah, I was talking to people and I go, we wanted to cuss you out, but we couldn't because you could actually play now. And I was sat there thinking, but that's still a backhanded compliment.
It's like,
Yeah.
we wanted to call you a ham-fisted retard.
Oh, yeah, but-
we couldn't.
It's like
We-
they damned you with faint praise, didn't they?
We all cuss each other though, like all the time. So it's sort of like a standard in the community. But it's just that my play has been particularly shit recently. So I had an overhaul of like the way I've been playing and style and everything. And it seems to have made a difference. No, not practice at all. It's different. You know how like a monk will train inside his mind.
He's
Yes, because we know monks.
He retreats to his mind.
it's the Zen
palace.
Buddhism way of training. He is training by not training.
Well, it's not.
Does that
the-
mean right now Pete's masturbating by not masturbating?
Okay, so my week has been quite
Does that mean
My
that,
week has been ruined now, TK.
does that mean
My
that he doesn't
pleasure.
have just lady friends? He also has man friends.
So my week has been mostly good till now. The
Right
week's
now-
been good.
Hang on, let's just before
Checkmate.
Pete, you do your week.
Yeah.
Let's just quickly ask Channel, how was your week, Channel? And by the time that they've typed a response, you can have finished your week.
So I meant to post a reply to my gaining power.
So, how was your week? We get the little.
How's your week?
What?
General!
Yes.
What did you do there?
I don't know.
How was
My
your week,
week,
Pete?
my week has been pretty good. I had some nice weather, which was brilliant, up until they went, oh yeah, bank holiday weekend, it will be rainy. And I went, fuck you all.
It did. Well, half the city got nigh constant rain for half the day yesterday, whereas the
Yeah.
other half of the city, on the other half of the bridge, sunshiny all day long.
Yeah, I was in Bournemouth most
Sparkle.
of it. Oh yeah, except when it was raining here. But yeah, work's been brilliant, really. It's not a bad job. I'm doing well. I've got another review coming in a few months. I've got my annual bloody health check and shit stuff going past as well. So things are working out quite nicely. Overtime out the wazoo, which is always good. Although it is kind of worrying because you sit there and go, doesn't this mean that we should have more staff? And they're going, yes, we should.
But we don't.
Okay.
So do overtime.
I'll do overtime. That's fine.
Peasant.
And I've got bank holiday weekends coming up next month as well, so looking forward to do a bit more time. Although I'll be getting rid of the car this weekend, so I am going to be training, and that's not going to be the easiest of things because training, especially over this weekend, was a nightmare. Because Southampton Station, they decided to close it for work.
Oh God!
Engineering work.
Yes, I remember that. I didn't have any idea until I got there, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
fuck."
It's a case of, and here's the bus. Off you go. What do you mean? What do you want? Off you go.
Well, are you going towards the west or the east? Because we can take you to Eastleigh, or we can take you to Southampton Airport Parkway.
You sit there and go,
You
which train
fuckers.
station do I need now? We're not telling you, fuckers. So yeah, I'm glad I didn't have to do the training thing because bank holidays, yeah, that's a bunch of dicks. I spent some time on Friday, which was bank holiday, with my lady friend in Bournemouth. That was very nice. Did more shopping.
Ooh.
And
Did you buy any dildos?
no, I didn't buy any dildos. I
Did you
don't
buy
buy
any-
dildos.
Manly lingerie.
No, I did not need any underwear.
I like
this time
frilly boxers.
You can have your frilly boxes. Saturday I went up to Poole. It was colder than I'd liked, unfortunately, but it was a good day. It was a good day, and then I strolled back here, which is always great fun because it's a case of suddenly turn up and TK and Hedgie's like, "Well, I'm off to work."
Bye, Hedge.
And TK's like, "What do we do now except stare at YouTube for a long while and do stuff until 2 o'clock in the morning?"
Yeah, where does 2 o'clock in the morning keep coming from?
I don't know. Every time I come down here, it keeps on turning up.
It just appears.
Yeah.
I was like, shit.
Wait, what keeps appearing?
2 o'clock,
2
in, the
o'clock in the
morning.
morning.
It does that.
Yeah, it does
It
that,
happens.
but it does that
About
when
once
it's
a
case
day.
of, well, that's the point when my eyes start going, you now need to sleep. You now need to sleep. Okay, right, I'll sleep.
It's like, it just creeps up on us and goes, oh, by the way, it's 2 o'clock. And you go, what, why? Where did midnight and 1 go?
Yeah, they just shot by. Sunday was
Oh.
quite good.
Yeah, I chose Alex. Can you do me a favour?
Yeah.
Can you hand me the power cable for my
Yes.
laptop?
The Minecrafting was on, and we had more random people. It's amazing.
Minecraft is getting scarily popular.
Yeah, if you're interested in joining us on the Minecraft, we play on Sundays from 3 for a couple of hours.
Yep, if you look at TigerTails TV on Twitch,
yes,
we do, and then on the YouTubes at TigerTails Gaming,
Yep.
we actually have regular Minecraft sessions
I've-
every Sunday around about
Sunday
3
at 3.
o'clock.
Convinced the girlfriend to buy Minecraft now.
Ooh.
So when are you going to come back to the chat? When are you going to come back to our little world, Fearless?
And your little island of wherever the hell you are.
Oh, you guys have restored that world?
Yeah, that world's been ongoing. You're still.
I thought TK
wherever
had to
you
wipe
were.
it.
No.
Ah, damn it.
I've never won that world.
You've still got your village away from everyone else except maybe the new people.
Because
who've
somebody
migrated.
gave me the wrong directions.
Don't ask me!
You're the one who gave the directions.
Nah,
We said get on a boat and head for land. You did. Not my fault.
You
it was
guys
the wrong
said,
land.
hey, yeah, keep to the right-hand side of those islands when you go this way, and then follow the sun. And turns out that's the complete opposite way to when you guys want to say left of the island.
Well, to be
it
honest-
was right of the islands,
Yes.
but you were looking at the wrong islands.
Yes.
So you went to the right of the wrong ones. We didn't think you'd start where you started your maiden voyage on your boat.
Yeah.
You started on the right-hand side of the island instead of the left-hand side.
Damn it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did the Minecraft on Sunday.
And there's still the realms that I'm keeping open as well.
Yeah,
Yes,
the Minecraft Realms.
with the ridiculous mini games.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to play some more of those.
I'm not a huge fan of the minigames.
I'm okay with like the wave clear, but that tower defense is really.
It is
fucking
kind of hard. We've got to get enough people for a decent game of walls at some point.
Yeah.
Random.
But I'm not a huge fan of Spleef, I've discovered.
Yeah, Spleef is a niche game.
Mm.
Yeah.
So Sunday was good, although it rained until the afternoon when I
Yeah.
popped over to Robin's with TK and we had a bit of a chat and kebab because diet. Fuck's
Burger.
that.
Burger.
And then Bank Holiday Monday,
Which
which
was today.
suddenly was awesome, and I'm like going, but everyone said it would be shit.
Yeah, and it was really, really warm. And I was thinking, they're going, do you know, if everyone had arrived early enough and in their nice clothes, we could have gone out for the TigerTails Radio photo shoot for this year's website.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
We need to organise that at some point where we all get dolled up in our fancies and then go out.
Not to the New Forest though.
No, not to the New Forest. I was thinking, you know that castle thing in town? What's it called?
Bargate,
No, the one a bit further on down where the job centre is.
not.
That's not a
Bargate.
castle, TK, that's a church.
Church, whatever the fuck it is. Holyrood, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, go there because that's quite picturesque. Or if we can find someone who drives, because Pete won't have a car by then,
Nope.
we could just pop off to Menstead and Foremark Station, which is like just outside Winchester, because that's really picturesque.
Yeah, because the studio page I think still shows us two.
Nothing.
and
It's got no pictures.
Oh, okay, right.
So I need to get that updated.
Yeah,
Yeah, because now we have like new guests and shit, and we've all
New
changed,
guests.
and now Pete's got a fancy hat. We can all go fancy hatting. Yeah, see.
so yeah, my week has been
We'll
good.
get you a hat, Alex, don't worry.
Another
I don't want a
another 4-day
Hold up.
week this week as
Yeah,
well.
no, it's brilliant.
Yeah, although proper Friday.
Yeah, but thanks to Fake Sunday, which is today. Fuck yeah, Fake Sunday.
Yeah. In channel, we had DJ who's saving for Confuzzles, visiting boyfriend and trying not to spend money. Red K doesn't remember.
Wow. That's a good week then.
That was
But
definitely
yeah,
a
I
good
think
week.
I know why. Friday most likely was nice. Definitely nice. Remember some bits of beer, small rain, cold, some board games, more beer. I think more beer. That's all. Beginning of the week is someone's blur after that.
Don't
Dear
to
God.
bear it all on us.
After which he posted the gay pride parade in Phoenix picture. Gay sex prevents abortion. Suck a cock for Jesus.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Sounds like Sam
So-
just putting
so-
up another wall.
It's been a good week, really, isn't it?
It's been really good. It's been really good. Hopefully, this is going to be the start of a nice, warm beginning of the year rather than the typical April flooding showers.
Well, according to AccuWeather on my phone, they've had a recent change of heart because they had predicted lots of rain for the forthcoming week,
Yep.
but now I see they've changed their mind a little bit. And so, while Tuesday and Wednesday are going to be a bit wet, the rest of the week is going to actually be quite warm and sunny. Except for the weekend, where it's going to plummet down to 14 again, but still be dry.
But we had that one day during the week where it just couldn't decide from minute to minute whether it wanted to be sunny and hot or sunny and fucking freezing.
Yeah.
And then raining, just because.
Because, yeah, I think we're going to get some interesting weather.
Hopefully, it stays warm at least.
It looks like it's going to stay warm, but the humidity is going to go up.
Well, you'd expect that.
Yeah.
We're England. We don't get dry warm. We get wet warm, and it's just not fair.
We get wet warm.
Yeah.
Wedwar.
We get utterly screwed over by the weather. And it's
So my
just-
brain just came up with one of those foggy nighttime shots of London, and my brain just subtitled, meanwhile, on a sunny July day in England.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Are you,
So-
two, are you two free on Saturday, Felix and Alex?
Are we?
Free on Saturday or Sunday? Probably
What for?
Saturday. If the weather's nice, popping out and getting the photos done.
Wait, Saturday I've got the writing thing,
Was it,
so...
Oh, good point, yes.
Photos?
Well,
Which,
you're not
if you're
listening.
coming along anyway, we're going to be out, and that church is on the way.
True. We shall see. We shall investigate things.
Yeah.
Well, I'm on and off. Let me check my calendar. I mean, I
Oh,
should
yeah.
be free one of the 2 days.
His busy schedule.
You say that like in jest. but
And
it's
if
true.
Celine's willing, we have somebody to hold a camera.
Excellent.
I don't think so.
Or if not, I'll drag my little sister out, seeing as she actually did photography.
That's true. Might actually have a nice camera as well.
I might drag my little sister
Yeah,
around.
she's got a rather nice Nikon
4-year-olds
DSLR.
take amazing pictures, I hear.
Yes, my goodness. But other than that, yeah, it's... So, that's plans. Well, shit, we have plans and stuff.
yeah, this is scary.
I don't like it. Not right.
It feels strange and weird, I'm not sure. Dirty. Yeah. But yeah.
So on that note,
Dips on the shower.
gaming news.
Press silence for the jingle.
Now it's time for the latest gossip from the Silicon Grid. This is the gaming news.
Yes.
I love the fact that I've managed to figure out how to press all the buttons now to get that to sound right.
Yeah, and it only took us how long?
Yeah, many seasons.
Do you like a couple of mini headliney bits?
Go on then.
Today's an important day, seeing as it is the 25th birthday of the Game Boy.
Oh.
The original 8-bit Game Boy was released on April the 21st, 1989.
Happy birthday, Game Boy.
Yay, because, fuck the Berlin Wall and Tiananmen Square, we've got Game Boy!
Fuck yeah.
Yet another lead guy has left Naughty Dog.
Another one?
Nate Wells, who is the lead artist on The Last of Us, has left Naughty Dog for Giant Sparrow as lead artist. Their game that you might remember was The Unfinished Swan.
I remember that. That was an interesting little game.
Maybe they can finish it
And
now.
Classic FM are working their way through this year's Hall of Game,
Oh, really?
voting the best classical music.
Nice.
And Kingdom Hearts soundtrack has just joined the Classic FM Hall of Fame.
Fuck yeah.
Yay! Well, actually, it's good because it's only last year they started 2 years ago, they actually started recognizing video game music. With Dragonborn and Eris Theme being the first games to be inducted in.
Nice. There's nothing wrong with Aerith theme.
Oh, it is when you hear it. Oh my god! Final Fantasy VII! Acknowledge it, please.
No, this
I
is-
just can't.
The music.
I know the
music
music's
was
good still.
great.
People go on about that as well.
I love Final Fantasy 7.
Oh, I love the music of Final Fantasy from 7 and 8 and 9. Oh, it's the best in 10.
Well, come on, with 8, the music is about the only good thing in general.
No, I'm just saying the people who... I don't like 7 fans. Because like 90% of them they don't acknowledge the rest of the games. Because they don't know the rest of the games.
There is that minor thing.
I will bring it back to the time where we went to distant
But
worlds.
that does bring them...
That was
they are
hilarious.
just as much fans of Final Fantasy, just very focused.
Very specific fans.
Very, very specific fans. Which, considering how the most recent Final Fantasy games have been taken,
Let's
kind
not
of-
talk about those ever again.
well,
What recent Final Fantasy game?
Yeah, moving from that, just to comment on about Square Enix, Sony sells off all Square Enix shares for $47 million.
Bargain.
Yeah,
Who
so
did?
I have no idea. They relinquished its role as the third largest shareholder of Square Enix by selling its entire holding in the Final Fantasy publisher. They apparently owned around 9.5 million Square Enix shares for more than 10 years, but on Wednesday it issued a statement to announce the sale of all of its stock to global securities firm SMBC Nikko, whoever the hell they are.
So
so,
those
yeah.
shares were worth about 700,000 each or something?
God knows.
No, wait. My math, brain, numbers. Somebody else, please.
Never mind. The sale also comes amid intense pressure on Sony's chief executive, Kaz Hirai, to reduce the corporation's cost base. Under Hirai's leadership, Sony has
For
regularly made
example,
one-off
we
sales
do not
business.
need a new engine for every game.
Despite the media empire reporting £163 million profit for the holiday quarter between October and December, they expect to post a net loss of £665 million for the financial year ending March. Oh, in February, the company announced its sale of its loss-making PC business. This, combined with the restructure of Sony's TV business, has resulted in the PC business splitting out and operating as a wholly owned subsidiary. And on top of that, Square Enix is restructuring its business following poor financial results that led to the departure of its long-standing chief executive, Yoichi Wada.
Yeah, this was going on near the end of summer last year was when they announced the restructuring.
And it's still going on. So this is some shit that Square Enix are taking. So it will be interesting to see if we get any further Final Fantasy stuff. Any other news from the
Any other news? Oh god, where did I put it? Contrary to what 90% of all of the gaming outlets have been reporting, no, China does not have a League of Legends college.
StarCraft, on the other hand.
Yeah.
Well, oh, where is it? Yeah,
Words?
each time the story's been told, it's been more distorted. But basically, apparently, somehow, a League of Legends training center in Shanghai has slowly become, of Inter Legend, become a fully fledged college with everything a typical college campus would have.
Except students.
Funny enough, the only website to have actually gotten things right, who were the guys who first broke it, were Kotaku.
Oh,
What?
God.
And then
Wait.
everybody else started quoting that and then changing all the
Wait,
things.
wait. Kotaku actually reported something accurately and didn't blow it out of proportion for
They
once.
do occasionally. They do.
They are
Don't say
about
credible.
6 reporters they've got who are actually fairly good. Like,
Hang
what's
on,
his
hang on.
name?
Kotaku got something right.
Here we go.
To
Yeah.
Alex, that's a transformer noise.
I'm not changing.
Superannuation is one of their columnists who's actually pretty good at digging up shit. But no,
Yeah.
Most of them are pretty good at digging up shit. That's the trouble.
Well, the thing is,
like I said, they've been. Rock, paper, scissors.
It sounds feasible, though. That's the problem. It sounds feasible for a country like that, who are heavily invested in the esports culture, to have something that would set up so that people can study and play.
They
That's-
just sort of
Well,
got
essentially,
it going.
what it was that Kotaku said, there's actually a training center for League of Legends. It's about 700 square meters, about the size of a rather large office floor. And it's a training program that's like 2 months, and it's only just started. So it's basically like the other thousands upon thousands of training centers in China, except this one's just for League of Legends.
Why not?
And with slightly nicer quality of the facilities.
In slightly related news,
Yes.
Oh,
Video
let's say,
Game High
there
School
was-
Series 3 has finished its principal photography.
Oh, fuck yes.
So, well on the way to getting episode of Series 3 of that. And from what I can tell, that might be its final series.
I wouldn't be surprised, because it's a hard thing to try and continue on.
So what's going to happen? I mean, obviously it's going to be the story of Brian D. and that lot up against the law in the other college now, but... Ooh.
And also Ted's little base heel turn.
Yeah. Poor Ted. But it's going to be interesting to see how this one pans out, because Series 1 was very good. Series 2,
It was alright.
it was alright. It wasn't quite as good as Series 1, and I wasn't a great fan of the 48 frames per second thing they tried.
No.
I liked it.
I don't know, I'm just not sold on 48 frames per second yet.
I wasn't sold on it for the 48 frames per second thing. I mostly liked it because it gave a whole different feel to the bits that were meant to be in video game to the bits that were day-to-day life in school.
Yeah. I mean,
I said with the visual contrast, that's what I liked for that bit.
But I'm still not sold on 48 frames per second. It's a very, very small niche thing that I hope dies very quickly. Accelerated frame rates are not good. There's nothing wrong with 24 frames a second.
On the other hand, they might need the accelerated frame rates if they start bringing out more 3D movies. Because I saw the 3D version of Desolation of Smog, which wasn't the 48 frames per second one, I don't think.
No.
Which meant all of the action scenes, especially in 3D, looked incredibly blurry. So you couldn't quite... That's my only problem with 3D at the moment. The Lego movie, things are sort of too blurred during the action scenes to see what's going on, right?
Shit like that.
We probably need a higher frame rate for those movies just to be able to see what the fuck's going on.
No, I think it's more of a focus issue than a frame rate issue, because
Yeah, there's that.
3D films actually... They're something like 90 frames per second as opposed to the standard 24. Because you've got to include the eye information plus all the blanks. So... It's interesting. I know 3D movies run at a much higher frame rate just so they can get all the 3D information. But I think what it is trying to get a human eye to focus on the bit you wanted to focus on while doing 3D and fast motion isn't yet a nut they've cracked.
Well, we'll have to wait and see on those ones, I think.
I think they'll be pushing more when more 3D compatible televisions start coming into the home.
Yes.
When 3D just becomes a thing we all have to put up with. And
Yes.
the price of 3D tellies drops dramatically because they're
Yes,
still
it's-
reasonably quite expensive.
As
Especially-
Costco proves.
Especially for active 3D. I mean, passive 3D is quite shit anyway, but active 3D, you know, they would need to come down in price. Really, really need to come down in price. Because I want one, and I want to play Mortal Kombat on one.
Dear God. Moving on, PSN apparently had a flash sale which cut 34 titles to just 99 cents.
In America.
In America.
So this is in America, but if
Yeah.
it's successful, it can come over here. And in terms of the titles, they're not that bad. We had Braid, Back to the Future, the game, the full series, all of Crash Bandicoots, Echo Chrome 2, let's see, Jurassic Park, the game,
I would jump on Echochrome. I really would.
Plants
Sam
vs.
and Max.
Zombies, Sam and Max,
Oh, I'd
yeah.
jump on that as well.
Spyro stuff as well. When Vikings Attack,
I've got that for free.
Yeah, we've already had that as part of the
Tokyo Jungle, Super Stardust HD.
Red
Yeah,
Faction
bunch of stuff.
PS2.
Wait. Tokyo Jungle's $1?
Yeah, it was
It
99
was.
cents.
Wow, fuck them.
Briefly.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
It's nice to see that because they've not really done huge amount in terms of sales. They'll do stuff like, oh, we'll take 10% off of this game. And it's like, that's nice, but it's like been out for 12 months and
Disclaimer,
Yeah.
due to regional pricing, 99-cent games will be £2.50 in the UK.
Oh, of course. Because dicks.
well.
Meanwhile, bizarrely, the Connecticut Newton Public School District, which was the site of the district of the Sandy Hook shootings,
Oh, yeah.
will be having a parent forum on video game addiction as part of their sponsored Newton Recovery Project.
You up?
Yeah, apparently there's going to be a parent forum on video game addiction that's going to be held next week.
Huh.
Which is part of an ongoing series of forums hosted by the Recovery Project set up in the wake, to help the town recover from the killings that happened.
Video game addiction.
Yeah. The
Wait,
forum will
what?
provide information on the definition and criteria for video game addiction, the psychology of video game addiction, signs a child may need help, what makes them so addicting, negative consequences of video game addiction, and treatment.
Right. Didn't we have this argument a while ago about addiction in
Yes,
video
and
games?
also the official investigations found, the police, everybody else came in, found no links to video games at all.
Again.
But video games are corrupting the children, man.
Just like pop music did back in the 50s and movies did in the 80s.
You
And
mean-
comic books did during the 90s.
Ah, the
Think of the children.
The worst thing is I'm looking
Now-
up the definition of addiction and they use the word in the definition.
Ah!
Oh!
Well, you're using a Wikipedia thing. You might be better going to the Collins website.
That's the first thing that comes up. The fact or condition of being addicted to a particular substance or activity.
Yeah.
So
There's
addiction.
it describing what
definition
addiction is
Yeah.
as an adjective, I think it'd be. So, however, you'd have to find out what an addict is for addiction.
Or addicted.
Fucking English language.
Yep, it's fun.
Yeah.
Fun and games.
Yeah.
That's what makes Blankety Blank so fun.
Yeah, but we had this argument. I mean,
We did. But it
it's-
just keeps
oh.
on and on coming back up, which means we've got to address it every so often.
seriously, video game addiction. There could potentially be a psychology that allows you to then become to the point where you then need to play these things. But seriously, no.
And also the sociological drives to it as well.
Yeah, normally it's the
Because
goddamn
it's not just the
parents.
Skinner box thing that would make a game addictive. It could also
No.
be somebody feels like they have more importance, agency, or even just friends on an online video game world thing.
Yeah, that is just social activity, but it's the impression that that's all you ever want to do, and you have to do it. That's the whole idea on addiction. That's the annoying thing, because it's like it's not that. It's like it's something that is an activity, and the reasons why they do that activity could be multitude, but it doesn't mean it's an addiction.
No.
Oh, that's made me think of a Blankety Blank question.
Oh god.
Yay!
TK's just playing in the room. So, in terms of further news, King, that lovely, lovely company who, Candy Crush,
Yep.
halts trademark claims on Banner Saga.
Hooray!
So, the studio comes to an agreement with Candy Swipe Dev. So, Candy Crush Saga developer King will no longer pursue claims against the Banner Saga's trademark. King hit Stoic with a trademark claim in January, so over its use of the word Saga in the Banner Saga title. However, Stoic announced its website in March that two parties had come to an understanding. Stoic is pleased to have come to an agreement with King regarding the Stoic's the Banner Saga trademark, which enables both parties to protect their respective trademarks now and in the future. After filing the initial claim, King claimed that we do not have any concerns that Banner Saga is trying to build on our brand or our content, but the claim was necessary to defend against its international infringement in the future. King also stopped pursuing the trademark cancellation of Candy Swipe, a mobile app created by Albert Ransom. At the time, Ransom said King cloned his game, then sought to invalidate the original. In a statement on his website Wednesday, Ransom said he had resolved the dispute with King and each party planned to withdraw its opposition to the other's trademark. I have learned that they picked the Candy Crush name before I released my game, and that they were never trying to take my game away, Ransom wrote. Both our games can continue to coexist without confusing players. This sounds like a whole lot of bullshit.
So, we still need a revamped copyright system.
We've known that for years.
Well,
We've known
I think
that
we
for
mentioned
years.
it before, haven't we? The current copyright system has just been tacked onto from the whole thing that was originally meant to just deal with books.
Yeah. And then Disney came along.
No, they were the ones that changed it so they could basically get copyright extensions every single time, and just conveniently Mickey Mouse is about to become public domain.
Yeah, like I said, Disney came along. Moving on to Felix.
I was about to say, Todd McFarlane once almost managed to get a blanket trademark on the word Spawn. Not the character, but the word.
Yeah, bad plan. So, Felix, further news.
Let's see. Quantic Dream are working on their first AAA PS4 game.
Right.
They want it very well known that they will have real-time hair and cloth and physically based materials.
Okay.
They are the
That's
M.
nice.
Night Shyamalan of the gaming world.
Oh, fuck, no. It's... Oh, God, no, not another fucking Two Souls.
Don't know. The new ads that they put out for careers are only in French.
We would love to work with Ben on Page
PlayStation
again.
4 has been mentioned specifically on the adverts, as well as the words AAA and ambitious.
It's not going to be Two Souls. It's going to go back to bloody Fahrenheit, isn't it? That fucking...
I don't know.
game.
They put up a
Oh.
post for character designer and environment concept artists, and they mentioned in capitals so that nobody can mistake this that the art style won't be cartoonish. The ability to draw in photorealistic styles is explicitly required from all candidates.
But I would like to say that Fahrenheit or Indigo Prophecy, depending on which region you're from, is a lot better than Beyond Two Souls because it's actually an interactive story, whereas
Yes.
Beyond
Actually,
Two Souls is a movie.
The lead game designer's advert mentioned that the project will be based on interactive storytelling.
Oh, fuck. It's another choose-your-own-adventure game.
As well as a technical advisor. Which I don't
want
know.
that job because then I can say,
Yeah.
stop making
And
these fucking
the other things
games.
they've got are two ads individually for a character rigger and character artist.
You know they're stuck though. They can't actually make a proper game now. They've gone so into this niche that they are the only game development group making this sort of game.
Well, that's because David Cage wants to make a movie.
He really does.
He does, but unfortunately he's not very good at
Making
the-
movies.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh
I'm
no,
not
he
making
might
games
actually be
either.
better at actually trying to make a video game. And you look at the lead writer for Mass Effect, Drew Karpyshyn. For the most part in the
That
games,
was
he actually
creepy
did a very
Citizen
good job of doing the narrative forward. And the first Mass Effect game, a bit cheesy, but it's meant to be a space opera.
Yes.
The other game's written very well.
The
However, have you
ending,
read any of his novels?
No.
Nope.
Nope, they are clunky and terrible as all get out.
Never mind. Moving on, the PS4 update is apparently to add video capture and editing tools.
Yep, which sounds pretty.
Share factory tools to allow
'Cause
export
these
to
are
USB
the-
devices.
These are the buzzwords of this gaming generation.
Share.
Share.
And
Video
experience.
capture, mostly. Everything must have onboard video capture.
Yeah.
Thanks to the growing popularity of YouTube, Twitch, and
yeah.
everything else.
Sony has announced that its imminent PlayStation 4 firmware update, so not definite date, just imminent, will allow users to customize video capture. Dubbed Share Factory, the application will allow users to capture video and edit content which can be uploaded to a variety of platforms, including those well-known ones, PSN and Facebook.
Yeah, the one thing I want to know with the PS4 one,
Yes.
where they say you'll edit it, will this mean that it will actually be recording RAW, or will we be editing and then recompressing MP4?
They won't be telling us, will they? They won't
They
tell us.
won't.
They won't.
I'm beginning to think it's most likely going to be the latter.
The tools will also allow users to apply filters, transitions, and themes to their videos before sharing, as well as text, stickers, and personalized audio tracks.
Oh! I hope they have a microtransactions so we can get the ultimate of dissolve wipes, the Lucas.
Felis,
I want
they've
that.
already thought of that, and undoubtedly they've got that in the marketplace set up ready, so that if you want your lovely little big
God,
Planet
nobody
style
could
stuff,
do a dissolve wipe better than George Lucas.
Meanwhile, Sony has introduced a pre-download feature for users who've pre-ordered titles in advance. This means players can pre-download pre-ordered content up to 4 days prior to release.
Is this?
Yeah, we just hope that the games in particular actually do have studios that have said you're free to monetize videos of our shit.
Is this online PSN store only stuff though? Is this?
I'm assuming so.
Because I'm like, I can't imagine you pre-ordering a game from a store.
Yeah, this would be PSN, I'd imagine,
Yeah.
because you download it to your PS4 and then you sit there and go,
Wait
can't
for it
play
to
it.
activate.
I can't play it. I can't play it. If your auto-download feature is set up correctly... Oh, fuck. That's not how you start the sentence. If it's set up correctly, it will automatically pre-down your pre-order. Stop using pre! You can play the second the game is unlocked on release day.
Looks like Pete is pretty pissed off.
And again, it's like, then 7 million PlayStation systems have been sold.
Right, so has anyone got a talking point?
Well, going through the talking points we've
Well, you
discussed...
just had a perfect thing there from the Ars Technica Steam breakdown thing.
Oh yeah, there's
You
a
did.
couple. We had the higher frame rates, the Steam games, as in
Well, I didn't bring
unplayed.
them up, yeah.
Yeah.
About 70% of all Steam games are just unplayed in
30.
people's libraries. Oh, 30.
30, not 17.
So I know 70% of people will not play a game immediately, they'll just grab them up in sales.
Yep.
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 It was quite an interesting little dig through.
Yeah, because I was listening to Drown Out, which Yartsy and Gabe do on a Sunday, and it's a nice thing to listen to, either just after Minecraft, just before Minecraft, when they do their thing. And yeah, they said about this story about that, like 33% of Steam games remain unplayed in people's libraries,
Yeah.
and I reckon Humble Bundle's probably got a portion to blame for that, because
Yeah, they mentioned that.
Yeah.
you get X number of things in a Humble Bundle, but you only want one or two.
Rockstar to blame for some of mine. For example, Midnight Club 2. We could give it away free if you join our Steam group, but it will never, ever work.
Yeah. The study, of which 85,000 valid Steam user accounts had been done for each test, revealed that more than half of Steam titles have not been meaningfully engaged with. Let's see. This is only consumption since 2009, meaning the first 5 years of Steam
Well,
player analytics are missing.
The most owned games on Steam, Dota 2, is stupidly inflated
Yeah.
because how many people just kept on getting like 50 extra keys to give away?
I know.
Everyone.
Well,
I didn't even own the game, and I got sent like a beta invitation, and suddenly it started spawning extra keys in my inventory.
at least those days are over now that the game has actually come out of beta about half a year ago.
But they actually revealed that the most played game per head by far is Sports Interactive Football Manager 2014.
Really?
Yep. In terms of median hours spent on the game, Football Manager 2014 is played for 100 hours per average user.
I
That's
thought-
twice
Wait,
as
this-
long as Skyrim, which clocks at 53
I thought
hours.
Team Fortress 2 would have been one of the higher ones.
Don't know, because Team
It is.
Fortress has got 20.30 million users, but it doesn't necessarily mean that's the highest average play time.
That's because most people will grab it because it was free.
The most unplayed games, Valve's Ricochet, played by 300,000 of the game, total 6.7 million owners. The official Half-Life 2 mod Lost Coast has been installed by 12.8 million accounts, but only played by 2.1 million fans.
Because it's in the Half-Life 3.
It's kind of scary. If you're interested in the report, you can look it up on Ars Technica. But that's a couple of things in terms of talking points. The frame rate discussion or the Steam games unplayed. Which one do you think would be a good one to discuss?
Well, we've discussed the hell out of the frame rate thing between us.
I think Steam games unplayed because
Yeah.
what games do you have, people, that you haven't played?
I can tell you in just a moment.
Because I've still got like the Batman Arkham Asylum and Arkham Cities that I got from Humble Bundle, and they're just sitting there unplayed at the moment. Because it's on my, I'll get around to that list, and I invariably never do. But yeah, I'll get there eventually. And then I can go, oh, well, these games are actually really good. Everyone's right.
I mean, I got so many. I actually do have 72 games on my list.
I have a fair few. I'm not entirely sure.
Quite a few of which weren't really played that much.
Although games I've got that I've played the shit out of include Train Sim.
Yes.
many hours under my belt on that.
Yeah,
one.
but you're a niche,
and
a
Beat
niche
has it.
player.
TK bought
Yeah.
me The Witcher 2.
Yep.
It claims I played 5 hours, but I haven't. I played more than that.
All right, I see.
I got all the XCOM games, but I actually just
Yep.
got them in a bundle, which deliberately automatically put in my library instead of my inventory.
Yep. Which is annoying.
The bundles are a little bit annoying.
I do like the Humble Bundle though.
Things like
They are good.
the Swapper. I haven't played. Which one was it? It was
I've heard that's a good game.
Starseed Pilgrim. I played for 3 minutes and went, nah, I can't be fucked with this.
I mean,
got-
this. Yep, sorry.
So I've got a couple of games like that. Like Half-Life 2, I think I've played about 25 minutes of, according to Steam. And even then, I think that's a slightly higher estimate than I'd put down as.
Well, the trouble is with the Half-Life is I've already played that on console, so having that on Steam, which is nice because I got the orange box.
Well, I've already got 6 hours of Autonots.
I don't have much time on Lost in Thoughts.
50 hours. I've got more than 50 hours of audio, so for some bizarre reason it's different between my two computers. But there are some games that I haven't played on this computer
Yeah.
that it will register me as having time in.
Yeah, I think the Steam client does have sometimes issues in registering all of the shit. But I think that's really the discussion, isn't it? I mean, you have your Steam library if you're a PC player, and you'll have been buying games. In particular, I've got 93 games. They're not all going to be games because I have, because of Hedgie, the You Don't Know Jack volumes.
I was
All
going
of
to
them.
get those when they were cheap. But
Yeah.
I couldn't justify the expense at the time, no matter
Yeah.
how much I wanted to.
And I've got like XCOM, which I can't play on the PC because my PC can't handle it.
He means Enemy Unknown.
That's the one.
Wait.
Damn, even my laptop can handle Enemy Unknown within.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have the bloody operating system to run it.
Yeah.
Ah.
XP.
He
I was meant to lend you my Windows 7 disk.
loves the XP.
On the rain, on the rain stick of this, the Penny Arcade stuff. I've not even managed to get through it.
Don't play 1 and 2, just go straight to 3 and 4. Trust me.
The Grand Theft Auto series that I bought just for the hell of it, and there it is. It's like, there we go. I have all of them for some reason. Double.
That random Christmas copy of Evoland.
Evoland, yes. I like that game. That was really good fun. Breath of Death, Cave Story Plus. I've
there you
got a
go.
bunch of stuff there.
Did you actually play Breath of Death yet?
Breath of Death I played and completed.
Ah, right. Did you like that?
It was good.
The same guys did the the third and fourth Penny Arcade games.
Yeah.
Now you have a reason to go play
It
them.
was one of the reasons why. one
But
of the
the
reasons why
Penny
I enjoyed it.
Arcade game.
The good Penny
There you go.
Arcade game.
But yeah,
The
there's a
Penny
connection.
Arcade.
Yeah.
The guys are nice people in real life, but I just the comment.
Wait, what did you just say?
Moving on
I've got 86 games.
Well, you know what I'm trying to say.
to bookend the discussion.
Trying to be political.
So I've played 59% is unplayed of my Steam library, and I've got 86 games.
Yeah,
51 of them not touched.
yeah.
I've played most of the games on here.
I haven't because I've installed them. Well, I've not installed them. I've bought them and they're ready and waiting for when I get round to playing them. Because it's like System Shock 2. I have that sat there ready and waiting for the gameplay.
I've got
game
300 hours of Defiance logged so far.
I've got 12 minutes of Hotline Miami.
I know off the top of my
Hey,
head.
I've got 9.
I've got 300 odd hours of Dota 2.
Yes.
I've got
That's
112 hours of Train Sim, 50 hours of Audio Surf, 17 hours of The Ship, and 16 hours of Beat Hazard. 9 hours of FTL.
But
Stupid
that's
fucking game.
that is the question. Well, that's the discussion. Your Steam library. What games have you bought that you just haven't played? And can you think of any reason why you haven't really played them? Because for me, I know it's mostly because I've just bought a shed ton that I will get round to eventually, and then haven't at all.
Yeah.
Because you end up buying more games on sales, and then
Well-
you go, I've got all these games, and then you've got games on other things. That are like,
Back in February, I had to grab Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines when it was on sale because, yeah. Hey, the latest beta patch came out for that today.
But you see, I've got games like Fear 3 and Fear, and I'm never going to play them because they're just not my kind of games, and I got them as part of the
Gameplay
Humble
wise,
Bundle.
Fear 3's not bad.
Fear 3 is very good.
And Zuma's Revenge. I don't even know what the fuck Zuma's Revenge
Oh, it's that
Um,
the marble
yeah.
shooting.
I'm going to say Fear 3's got more of those atmosphere nervous moments than the jump scare moments.
And I've got Breath of Death 5,
5.
6, 7, which I'm probably never going to play. I don't know where the hell it came from.
I think that came as part of an indie bundle.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got Just Cause 2, which is definitely how I mean to play. Because it was like
Why did you get
a
it?
quid. It was like a quid.
It's a good game.
You meant to say, just cause.
Oh, for God's sake. But that's the discussion. I've posted that on TigerTails Radio Facebook.
Hey.
If you want to wade in and give what games you've got and haven't played and why, and what you think about this whole thing, feel free. Go to our Facebook page. We are on facebook.com/TigerTails Radio, or you can find our details on tigertailsradio.co.uk or tigertails.co.uk.
And you can, because we've updated the TigerTails radio site now.
But we need to move swiftly on to Done and Dusted.
Excuse me. Done and dusted. I like this bit.
It's that time where the cast of Tiger Tales Radio review stuff badly. This is Done and Dusted.
Best Darth Revan cosplay ever.
Random.
Stop
So,
Sorry.
Done
pictures.
and Dusted. This is where we talk about various things that we have done, played, listened to, watched, eaten, read, discussed, whatever, and we bring to you, our lovely listeners / viewers, to let you know what we thought of it and whether or not you should also join in on the fun. I have...
you should, whatever
yes,
it is.
of course you should. I have Beat Hazard Ultra Shadow Ops.
Fuck. Okay. Fuck you, Pete.
TK may or may not be talking about the same thing.
I may chip in then on
Yeah.
yours, you fucker.
Alex, do you have anything?
I was getting all smug.
I probably do if I think hard enough. I'm not really thinking right now.
Okay, Felix?
I actually sat down and accidentally spent a whole night playing the first 3 chapters of The Wolf Among Us
Oh, of course, yes.
from Telltale Games. Or as Pete calls it, The Wolf Among Us.
Maung, yes. The wolf of
TK
Maung.
TK will also be talking a bit about Beat Hazard
Indeed.
and maybe something else. So do you want to start with The Wolf Among Us? Because this is a bit out of left field, really, for them. Because this was taken directly from comic books rather than mainstream media.
The Walking Dead was based off the comic books, right?
Yeah, The Walking Dead was based on the comic books. It was also a TV series, and everyone got a bit cheaper. We'll ignore that argument and carry on.
So this is basically their retelling of the Fables comic book series,
Aye.
which your basic background story in that is it's modern day. Quite a lot of characters of folklore, fable, myth, fairy tale are all living in Manhattan
As they do.
Yeah.
because they've all been displaced from their world by a mysterious adversary who's been destroying everything in its wake.
What a
Spoiler.
bastard.
This isn't a retelling of the original Fables.
It's not.
This
So
isn't even the information he's told you. This is before the comic books, which tell you that information.
Well, they tell you they mention the adversary and everything else in game, sort of as a side bit.
Very side bit.
If you've read the comics, you're going to be expecting something a bit different. Because they haven't just straight translated the characters, they've actually had their own take on them for a change.
Ooh.
So, Big B, get it? Because he's the big bad wolf,
Yep.
is still the sheriff of Fabletown. But on the other hand, whereas in the comics, he was already actually pretty well reformed and an all around nice, if gruff guy. In these ones, even when he's trying to be nice, he comes across as more than a bit of a prick because of his basic
'Cause
nature.
This is the prequel. This is the bit before the comic books.
No, it's completely
this is-
separate storyline to comic books.
No, they confirmed it's before the
comic
comic
books.
book series.
We're just watching Alex on his phone on the webcam.
That's weird because
That's what
it
they
can't
came
come
out and confirmed
before the comic books.
The comic book doesn't actually start straight away from it.
Because they reference things that I've already seen in the comic book for the most part.
No,
We'll take it as a retcon.
Has the review started yet?
Huh?
What?
Has the review started yet? Or are we just arguing about stuff
We're
that's in
arguing.
the comics?
We're arguing.
We're
Basically, it's
arguing.
another point-and-click adventure game from the guys who've obviously brought us The Walking Dead and the best Sam and Max ones that we've had so far.
Yeah.
They've
That's sort
up-
of why I'm shutting off, is because I don't
So,
want
Yeah,
Sam and
they've
Max Hit the
also-
Road is the best.
Hmm?
Sam and Max Hit the Road is the best. And you can all fuck off.
Oh, we brought it.
Let's go with mechanics. They've updated quite a few of their things. You've got a few timed events and branching off paths that you didn't have in some of the other games. Quite a few people will remember things that you've done to them more than before. Like, everybody's quiet. They're just not joining in here at all.
Well, I've not played it.
Yeah, you're the
Yeah,
one
I
who's
haven't
played
played
it.
it.
You've played it.
We haven't.
In terms of the story, how is it so far? Because this is only the third episode.
Started off pretty light in the beginning. You know, let's go for a disturbance. Oh, the woodsman is all uppity and drunk, and some prostitute is,
Getting the shit kicked out of her.
yeah. And then suddenly it turns very dark towards the end. Gets even darker in the third episode.
That I heard.
I have. It kind of split a lot of people because they're going, oh my god, this has got so much darker, and there aren't as many action sequences.
That was the other thing that I wanted to talk about in terms of the gameplay.
In terms of the gameplay, it's been... I first started off playing with mouse and keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
And that is okay. It's played a lot better with a pad.
Yeah.
Lots better.
Well,
To me.
remembering... Uja Flip what's it?
Udemy Flip what's it?
Walking Dead, which we referenced earlier, and I completely forgot. That went onto consoles as well, and playing that with the controller wasn't too bad. It was an action game. You were doing a lot of pointing and clicking. I don't know. I mean, to me, using the mouse would also be just as good because some of it was quite finicky.
They've improved on that quite a lot of times. You can use either trigger, despite no matter which one they tell you to use. When you're doing the investigation, what you can do is hover nearby, and you can use one of the face buttons for the action you want to do, like A to use, Y to look at, B if you've got an item that can be used on something.
I see. So it's a bit easier.
The one weird thing is that the run button, the trigger, just makes you power walk. It makes it look like the big bad wolf just really, really needs to get to a bathroom before it's too late.
Dear God.
It's now the mince button.
Oh god, we've got to move this from triage to maternity.
So, how far you've completed all three?
In one sitting, unfortunately.
And with the choices that you were making, comparing to
Yeah,
the other
they've
Telltales-
brought up the other things. When you've completed a chapter now, you actually have, even with a legitimate review copy, instant access to their servers, but they'll let you know what your choices were compared to everybody else so far who's played the game.
Nice.
So it'll actually let you know, you, along with 60% of other people, let the woodsman escape in order to capture Tweedledum. No, Tweedledee. Hey, you try telling the difference. You can also sort of voice opinions as to who you think might have been the killer before you've even started the investigation proper. And you can also see that, most of the other players, also thought that it might have been Bluebeard or the pimp. Whereas about 3% of players just didn't give an opinion at all. Smart fuckers.
So, have you been enjoying going through these three so far?
Yeah. Like I said, the pacing was done pretty well. You've got, even if you take it as a chapter by chapter process, the pacing for each individual chapter is great. They will leave off on a bit of a cliffhanger because, it's meant to be an ongoing, eventually one-part series.
Yeah, which is good.
And overall, you do have some nice lulls in the action where you can walk around, talk to you even have a catch out Mr. Toad and some various lies about an incident that happened at his apartment.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, there are some parts where, for some bizarre reason, I was stuck in a bedroom looking for evidence, and eventually I thought, I found everything. I'm just going to talk to Beauty here, and then accuse her of holding out information on me and make her hate me.
Ooh.
And then after that, I take another look around, and oh wait, there's an apple on the floor. Why was that? I'm pretty sure, even after Celine played it as well, she did the exact same thing. I don't think that apple appears until you've accused Beauty.
Wow.
So there's a bit of
sounds
Phoenix
about right.
writing going on there, maybe.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. But would you recommend our listeners to jump in on this one?
Yes. Oh, very much so. Because it is a really nice noirish tale with a little fairy story twist to it.
Yeah.
The voice acting is actually pretty good. Characters, I've not actually seen a single character that's got a motivation that I found flawless with at all. And it's just mostly a case of if there is background stuff about the world that you'd like to know, but it's not important to the plot right now, they will just stick it in a little database for you.
Yeah, I did hear that there was a lot of stuff like that in and around the databases, and not a huge number of people.
If you don't know who Bluebeard is, even though he's not really important, his fairy story, his background isn't really important to the game. They show what a bitch he is. They really do. You can actually read more about him in a pause menu.
Nice.
Which you can do at any point as well.
Which is good. So
although it's
all
got
around-
two different pauses. You have the pause menu, and then you actually have the pause scene, which if you're using a keyboard, it's the spacebar. I haven't found the equivalent on the Xbox controller.
So in overall, a good recommendation for our listeners.
Good recommendation and worth the price of actually buying it, which I will be doing shortly.
Moving on, I think me and TK need to talk about Beat Hazard Ultra Shadow Ops.
Yep.
Oh, is this a new?
It's new DLC for Beat Hazard Ultra.
Oh, it's free?
Nope.
No.
You have to buy it, but it was cheap. It was only about £3.
Or
And-
normally.
It actually it's well worth the investment because it got me back into playing Beat Hazard. Admittedly, I've mostly been playing it on the PS3, so I'm very much used to the twin stick shooter on the console, wimbling around on my fairly easy to sort library on the PS3. Lovely game. I basically bought everything on the PC so I could play this, and the main reason for this was because of one of the main features of this, which is the Steam Workshop for the ships, the brand new ships that you can then make
God, yeah.
yourself or download from other people.
Yep.
Now, I got it on Saturday?
No, Sunday.
Sunday
'Cause
or
we were
Saturday?
playing it for Minecraft.
Yeah. And, oh no, I got it on the Saturday, and then on Sunday I was playing it some more. So Saturday there was like 1 page of ships, or 3 pages of ships. That was it.
Yeah.
Because it would just recently released, and then by Sunday there was like 5 to 9
7.
pages of ships.
There
Or
were 7
something
pages.
stupid. And it was just insane.
And only
on
one
the
penis?
stuff. Yeah, only 1 penis. True.
Which surprised me. I thought there'd be more penises.
Aside from the FTL Uber laser ship, because someone decided to import the FTL ships. And I went, okay, I'll play them. Yay! They're all fucking hard to play, but I'll play them. And the principle is pretty much the same. You have your library of music, which you upload, sort out, whatever. Managing it on the XP is a bitch. Managing it on anything else is fine. And you play your tracks to procedurally generate the various bosses, minions, asteroids, yada yada yada.
Things.
One of the hardest tracks I've played is still Epica's version of the Imperial March.
There are tracks that can probably give that to a run for the money.
Launch boss! Now we're going to have the quiet little strings section of the Imperial March. Good luck.
Lots of flying around. But yeah, that's the general idea of Beat Hazard anyway. You have the bosses and things. You are the little fighter. You fly around twin stick styly. You have your super bombs. You have your ultra beam. You have your reflex shield, and that's mostly from the Ultra, which added all the extra perks and things.
Yep.
Which it was a fine addition and made plenty fun play
Beat
for
Hazard.
Yep.
It upgraded Beat Hazard sufficiently.
Yeah, it gave you more playability, bigger multipliers, more ridiculous scores.
And now Shadow Ops has come along and gone, right, well, each of your ships, because you now have many ships,
Yep.
and they all have missions.
Absolutely.
Go and have fun
Yay.
with that. Oh, by the way, there's the Steam
Yeah, because
Workshop.
before all we got was the
Get a score.
Yeah.
Have fun.
no, before all we had was the mostly aesthetic regular ship, golden ship.
They're still there. The aesthetic ships are still there on the Steam badges, because that was the first thing that was brought up when Shadow Ops was being talked about in the background. Then they basically went, okay, well, here's a ship creator, so you can build your own. Here's all these ships that you can then play with as well, because there's a bunch more ships with different weapons and everything.
And you can create your own missions for ships as well when you've made your own ship.
Yep. And then there's the missions, which are something simple as defeat 100 scouts to earn 50 million or accumulate 50 million score.
Which is easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, all you got to do is just load up an audiobook.
There you go. But it can be. It depends, because you have to have over 330 in terms of being able to have the tracks, individual track.
Depending on what the
Depending
thing
on
is.
the mission,
If
yeah.
it's like play X difficulty, for instance, like
Insane.
do 3 songs on Insane, then they've got to be able to.
Yeah, I tend to go on
insane.
insane with 50% intensity because
Fuck that
nobody
noise.
can see anything on 100% intensity on insane.
Yep.
I use 150 on Insane.
I don't know why, but then you've got a big telly.
Yeah, that's true. It's pretty.
Pretty big.
But
It's not about the size of the telly more, it's more about the number of glowy shit on your screen.
yeah.
That's what he says to all.
But again, he's the only one of us that hasn't yet required glasses for this kind of work, so...
But the missions do have their downside. If you get killed whilst running one of these missions, you'll have a penalty, and that penalty could be anywhere from restart to lose a certain percentage or
Yeah.
millions or whatever. So if you're trying to defeat 100 scouts, easy enough, and you die, you have to start again.
Yep, it resets your current
Yep.
progress.
Or if you want to beat Insane for a number of tracks, say 3, then you die, you lose 1 track. So if you've just completed 1 track and you die on the second track, that 1 track goes.
Yeah. Wave goodbye to it.
Because, dicks.
Or no, it's actually start from scratch.
Some of them
You
are.
lose all progress in the challenge.
Some of them are. Some of them will drop millions or drop tracks and things like that. It's different for the different ships, and with them having already created ships, it's a case of there's already these missions out there. And I just started downloading them because I saw the Tron ship and I thought, I like that, I'll play with that. That's a fucking elite rank ship.
Have fun with that then.
So, have been playing a lot of the missions on Sunday before Minecraft, where it's a case of trying to get stupid points with a game that I've not unlocked the perks for yet.
I've
Unlock the shield perks, stay invincible for about 5 minutes straight just by spamming the button at the beginning of a track.
It doesn't work. Believe
Doesn't
me.
work
Tried.
anymore?
No, it doesn't unlock that perk. It doesn't unlock that achievement.
No.
No, but he does have that particular setup
Yeah,
because he's the shield whore.
I am Reflect Shield all the way.
I'm Reflect Shield and Micro Missile, Beat Hazard Whore.
No, I fuck.
I start off with Beat Hazard.
Likewise.
I have all the Micro Missiles,
No.
and I start off with all the Micro Missiles, and I start off with a few Reflect Shields.
No, I'm Super Bomb and Reflect Shield.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan of micro missiles.
I like the micro missiles because they
Why not?
take out
Just-
bosses quickly.
Again, spam them all at the beginning of the match, and you could just sit still for about 10 minutes and go,
But it is very, very fun, and it is a well worth purchase onto Beat Hazard because it's probably one of those games that you've picked up somewhere along the line. And it does mean that you've got creativeness from being able to put your own ships in there, creativeness from other people who are putting their own ships in there, and an additional challenge that wasn't there prior to now because getting on
Actually-
the leaderboards was fine, but you never bothered after a while.
Speaking of the Micro Missiles, they got a surprisingly good algorithm for what they target. Because it'll actually change on every second or so according to what you're firing at and what the biggest threat is nearby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is hilarious because you've just got all of this shit going.
Yeah, it's fun watching them go for a scout and then suddenly something else appears behind you. They go, "Oh, protect the master!"
It's
Oh,
absolutely
that
fucking
shit's
insane.
bigger. He can take care of the scout.
So I've really enjoyed picking up on Shadow Ops. I'm looking forward to unlocking more of the ship stuff and being able to play the ships that I've
This might give me an
downloaded.
excuse to play through the Protoman albums again.
Yeah.
Well, they've already got the X-wing. They've already got a TIE Interceptor on there.
Wait,
I wouldn't
wait.
be surprised if
Yeah,
they
I
get
was
more
going
on there.
to ask if there's going to be a Millennium Falcon
There are already Millennium Falcons on there.
and a Series 3 Firefly.
No.
There's something that looks like it, but not a proper
Some of the
Firefly.
FTL ships are on there.
All of the FTL ships are on there. They actually have pirates and other ships on there, including the Landis fucking scout vessel
and
so far.
Nyancat.
And Nyancat, yes. And Trollface and Shoop.
And the Galactica?
And shoot my laser.
I think I saw something. Oh, there's the Colonial Fighter. There's also ships from Eve showing up on there.
Normandy.
Someone's building it.
And
Any
FTL
ship?
not FTLs. Beat Hazard's own ships. The enemy
Yeah.
ships are also in there.
Yeah, they're already on there. So any
That won't make it
sci-fi
any more confusing when you're playing a particularly intense song, will it?
No, not the slightest.
they customise the ships as well a bit, so you can tell. And on top of that, you've also got the old classics like Star Fox.
Can we
ship.
play as the Flail Dragon?
Probably. Give them a time.
Mind you, we haven't checked today, have we? So maybe.
No. I'll do that after the show. Then, 'cause
Complete
it's
with
better.
Wibbly Arms of Doom, with hitboxes, which will then make it impossible to dodge anything
Anything.
ever
So
again.
I've enjoyed this.
Cocktails.
I would recommend it to our
Oh,
listeners.
fuck yes.
Do we have anything then from the Alex?
Does anybody know if I played anything?
No, because
Done
we don't live
anything?
your life.
No, sorry.
You played a bit more Mass Effect last night.
Yeah,
And
but
you
it's
played
nothing.
some
Then I
Assassin's
distracted you from
Creed
Mass
today.
Effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's already talked about.
Is that
Assassin's
no,
Creed.
then?
No.
There is some spoonie going on, you see.
I see.
Spoonie?
Yeah.
Would you,
When you turn off Mass Effect to watch Spoonie,
oh, yeah, yeah.
you did.
I feel really rude when I'm like, I can't. The thing is, the problem I have, I sit there and I'll be like, okay, I can't just sit
And
here. And
my
relax.
problem is
I need
that-
to do something while talking to people.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
my
I feel
problem
like
is
I'm
that
wasting
he
time.
sat there sort of going, I have this need to entertain people whilst they're here.
Pete, is Alex anywhere near something he can see a chat screen, either in YouTube or in channel?
Maybe, but he's only got the stuff that you've loaded up, so he would actually have to interact with the computer.
Cool. And if Pete swivels his monitor away so Felix can't see it, we can fill up this little bit of leftover time with a quick trial run of Blankety Blank.
I thought we still had
What?
the Kickstarter things to do.
Oh, we got Kickstarter as well, yeah.
Well, we have half an hour, and we've
Exactly.
only really got a little bit of TV and Kickstarter to discuss. So,
Well, actually, we got a lot of catch up for TV because we're talking about 8
Couple of things.
episodes of Shield.
yeah, we're going to be talking about the overarching stuff, but we'll do what TK wants to do to begin with. So,
Well,
you want
if,
to
if
test
we do
run?
kick Felix, if we get
If we kick
start now.
Felis, yeah, we'll kick Felis now.
Felix starter.
All right, so-
Tasty Felix starter.
Kick Felis.
Quick rundown of what's already been done. The Girl Genius initial print have reached their goal, gone well over, which means they will be bringing back some of the out of print ones and bringing in more stretch goals.
Yay.
Next.
Next, Dancers of War, unsurprisingly, with 9 days to go, are nowhere near their $750,000 goal, and are hovering at 20,000.
Aw.
Ah.
Next.
Next, one that I forgot to bring back up last week that I have been doing for a while is the Intergalactic Nemesis DVD Indiegogo campaign.
That's the stage show thing, isn't it?
That's a stage show. Now,
Yep.
they're actually hovering at about 14,000 a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
And I sat there going, they might not actually make it. However, with 4 days left, they are at 21,000 of the $25,000 goal.
So
And
they could
up
squeak
until
through.
they reach their initial goal, every donation will be matched with PBS.
Ooh.
Sweet. So there's a good hope of that then.
There's a good hope of that. All they need to do is they need to get another $3,000, and PBS will match that amount.
Excellent.
Any new ones?
Next.
Any news? Oh, well, there's still Storium from last week.
Yeah.
The interactive storytelling thingy of awesome.
Yeah. So that's still going
17
on
days to go. They have $72,540 of the 25,000 they need.
well? So they're going well.
They are going incredibly well. They're bringing in more authors and artists to bring in more assets for everybody.
Cool.
Excellent.
The newest one is a Metroidvania RPG game called Heartforth Alicia.
Link in channel.
Link in channel. TK, you have the link.
Is that? Oh yeah, I've already put it on the website. Ready for when
He's already put it on the website.
Yeah, ready. I've already put the code in. Check me
Oh,
out.
good.
We're doing it already.
Another Metroidvania game.
Yes.
What sets this one apart?
The scale.
What do you mean by the scale?
And the fact that it's nothing like modern Castlevania games. So, yay.
Metro.
Well,
No. I mean metric or imperial.
Yeah, God, what are you talking about, Felix?
What's he talking about? I want to know.
He
No,
said
no,
the
just
scale.
carry on. Carry on. What are you talking about?
This is a kick-started game that's basically an ode to the expansive, huge world of Metroidvania games of
Of mine.
yours.
Oh, cool.
Very well. With the old school, the retro, but not really that retro graphics that we've got. With a story that looks kind of weird to me at first. Some sorceress chick, except in their worlds, the mages are trained also to use their bodies as much as their magic.
Uh-huh.
So everybody is a battle mage. But apparently, centuries ago, a star struck the earth, all the mountains crumbled, land and sea poured into a great void that is now hidden beneath the clouds. And the last two sky islands, that's where everybody lives now. Apparently, half a century ago, wizards took the power of the islands for themselves, and the Spirit of Light cursed them to never have children again. So the game
Ooh.
begins with the trials of the last two wizards of the bloodline, Alicia, your main character, and Hustra.
Bet that's the villain.
Yep, he becomes entranced by the, Spirit of Light and throws your main character off the edge of the island, who then realizes that, oh fuck,
Stop
the
it.
old world is actually kind of still there, but really fucked up.
Yay!
Best find my way back up to the top and stop that spirit.
I'd just like to point out really quickly that Metroidvania games haven't stopped at all. I mean, take Strider, which has been recently released for the PlayStation 4.
Take all of the Castlevania games that have been released in the last 8
The
years or so.
Castlevania games aren't Castlevania anymore, though. They're more
I
action.
know.
Moving on. So that's the
Ah.
brief outline. Is it worth looking at, though? That's the question.
It looks like it. They've taken a slightly older school approach of we're going to let the gameplay speak for the most part,
Yep.
and at certain points let the story take hold for
Okay.
a short while, and then get back into things.
Oh, that's good.
And they've decided to take away your choice between brawny warrior, squishy wizard by going, yeah, you're actually a warrior wizard, so you are more Gandalf than anything else. The non-squishiest of all wizards.
Gandalf, who fell down a hill. Yeah.
Yeah, so during the game, you'll improve your abilities, get more attacks, ways to apply your attacks to your physical skills, and so on and so forth. And of course,
it
you'll
does
have your...
look quite interesting.
It does. I'm scrolling down through it, and all of the screenshots look rather nice. I'm suddenly reminded the general graphics level is slightly nicer version of Golden Sun original.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's pretty.
There is
So
there is some
pretty.
nice
And of course, they have your
things.
RPG elements, your inventory, all this other stuff.
So, what do you get if you do invest? Brief outline of the minimum spec.
Brief outline. Well, of course, you'll get your digital copy if you're at the $10, as well as quite a few extra bits. Starbound inspired accessory,
Nice.
because this is being produced. They're published by Chucklefish, but not developed.
Okay.
high resolution wallpapers, and your name in the game's credits. And that's just the $10 one. $15 is the same as everything else, but with... There's actually no difference there.
Mhm.
So I'm trying to look through because there's
Look at the higher ones.
Yeah, the higher ones you get better accessories to start the game with.
Nice.
A tale book of custom created work with character art, location illustrations, backstories, mythology, everything else.
That's not too bad.
Pet companion tier,
Okay.
in which you also get the private alpha demo of the game
Mhm.
and access to the forums.
Yay, because that's always a perk.
$60 or more, you'll get a physical copy of the game and instruction manual designed and boxed in the style of the PS1 games that inspired Heartforth Alicia.
Wow.
Let's go. Let's see what the most expensive thing is. Every single award, be recognized an associate producer, and work with us to design secret mob boss enemy and its drops.
Nice.
Tied
So
into
that's-
previous, they got loads of design bits as some of the other ones.
So that's Heartforth Alicia. If you're interested in looking at this, the links will be as part of the website, so you can double check. Anything else, or is that it?
No, that is everything.
That is everything.
Excellent.
So now it is the test of Blinkety Blunk.
Yeah.
So does Alex need a screen?
Nope, that's
No,
not it.
he's
He
not
doesn't-
meant to have a screen.
And nor are you, because Hedgie's disappeared again, because I was going to get Hedgie to play otherwise.
Hey, Jay! Don't know why I shouted that into a microphone.
Hedgie's
Hedgie!
gone. Hedgie's gone.
Oh,
He's
well.
closed his door.
So
now.
when you've dropped your hedgie, just forget it, man, because it's gone.
Sure,
Yeah.
we could summon.
So I will
Close IRC. And
minimize IRC.
minimize IRC.
We trust me to go on the honor system, right?
Yes.
Yep.
No, I can see
And-
your monitor.
And if Pete can swivel his monitor away.
I can't read his from here.
Okay, that's cool.
I can see the monitor, but I can't read anything because
Yeah.
it's a decontrasted blur.
Like I say, because IRC is fairly light at the moment, this will just be a test. But this
Yep.
is something I would like to bring
Play.
back on a regular basis, because I fucking enjoyed Blankety Blank, and I was listening to some of the old podcasts the other day.
Ah,
And-
nostalgia.
Exactly. And it was always nice to have audience participation. So it'd be nice if we can get that back again, because that's something we've been lacking over the last couple of years.
Okay, well, I'm going to refill the kettle quickly.
That's a good idea.
And do I need to be around for the first part? Because I need to take care of other things.
No, I'm going to go play a jingle now, so
Okie dokie.
Is that what men do?
fuck yeah, jingles! Pray silence for music, please.
Silence.
And yeah, Blankety Blank. Good fucking Blankety Blank. Yeah, we love it. He said,
Good fucking blankety blank.
fuck yeah. Good blanking, Blankety Blank. you could
Blankety
say.
blank blank blank
Yeah,
blank.
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 It's right then. Channel, wake up. Pay attention, channel. Yes, this means you, people who can hear us in the ears, and people who are watching on the YouTubes. Yeah, Blankety Blank. Not 20 questions.
Not
Not
20
DJ, because you fucking broke that one. You're not allowed to have 20 questions anymore.
No, we're
you
doing
broke
blankety
it.
blank.
Why did you do one question that broke them all?
Yeah,
There's
very much.
literally 2
DJ
or
was
3
like,
questions to
DJ
win.
was like, what's this? Fuck you! How'd you figure that out so fast?
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's broken it. We're not allowed to play that.
So it's blankety blank. This is an old
Besides
game.
which, 20 questions. It's never a dildo. Every week, everyone say, "Is it a dildo?" No, it's not a fucking dildo.
There's never a dildo on TigerTails Radio.
Except when it is.
Which it wasn't though. And every week, this is where the "it's not a dildo" came from. Fucking 20 questions. So I'd like to bring back Blankety Blank as a semi-regular thing, because that was fucking fun, and it's something we can play with channel. And Fearless has disappeared, but I'm sure he knows the rules of Blankety Blank. But just in case you don't know the rules of Blankety Blank, they
Yes.
are very, very simple.
Yes.
I will say a phrase
Yes.
that will contain a blank of blanks.
Yes.
The idea is that channel and people playing provide words to fill this blank.
Yes.
And then the contestant, in this case either Angel Duck Song or Fearless, depending on whose round it is,
Or
will then
Hedgie.
think of a word.
Yeah, a wild hedgie has appeared.
Hedgie!
Da-da.
Yes. Blankety Blank!
Oh, why not?
Why not? Alex! No, Fearless actually.
Yes.
Because you've got a screen.
I've got a screen.
Is your screen semi-portable?
Yeah.
Of
If-
course it is.
If you let Hedgie have your mic, and then you can take your screen, sit on the sofa, and Hedgie can take your place on Blankety
Or
Blank.
even better, can I roll a cigarette and actually have a mid-show cigarette?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can. You can.
Yay!
You don't have to
Congratulations,
bugger off.
Alex. You don't have to move.
Because that involves
Oh,
moving
yeah.
the camera, doesn't it?
That's-
No, yeah, that would involve me.
No, it wouldn't involve moving the camera whatsoever.
You say that.
No, it
Yeah,
wouldn't.
'cause
There's
you've
actually
gotta-
enough slack on the
Make a
tables now.
decision, because Hedgie's just walking away now.
Hedgie, sit down.
he's coming back.
I'm afraid.
Right,
I'm
so
not
this is
moving at
blankety.
all.
This is blankety blank. This is where we take the idea from a TV show. We
And
took
steal
the
it.
idea from another TV show.
Which
And
took
you-
the idea from American game, Match Game.
Yeah.
Way you go. Now, Hedgie is supremely brilliant at Blankety Blank. I remember season 3's podcasting quite well for Blankety Blank, of
Yes.
which Hedgie managed to amass a great number of wins.
Yes.
None. So, maybe this is a time for Hedgie to redeem himself in this little test of Blankety Blank.
Do you want me to do my Lily Savage voice?
No.
Oh,
No.
dear. Actually,
No.
there's a kind of part of me that does just to hear what it sounds like, just only for a couple of sentences.
Anyway, so we need a blankety blank thing. So who's playing?
That will be Alex, because he has nowhere near IRC or anything like that.
He's in the little camera in the corner,
Good day.
And there's Hedgie. Hedgie's playing, because he is also nowhere near IRC.
and he is.
And yeah, so Hedgie, no looking at Pete's screen. Pete,
can't-
feel free to join in with words. I'm not allowed to join in with words. Felix, feel free to contribute words as well.
What?
And channel. People in channel and on YouTube. So if Yellow Spark, you're still there. We've got 7 people looking at YouTube right now. I know at least one of them is me, so we've got at least 6 people watching on YouTube. So feel free to leave a thing in the comments as well.
Yep.
And yeah, people in channel, don't forget to provide words. What I will do is I will say a phrase that has a number of blank or blanks, and the idea is you fill them in, then our contestants say one, and if they match, they get a point.
Points mean.
Nothing at all at the moment.
We don't have any prizes at the moment. We might get some. They might be slightly better than what you get on the TV show.
When did a Northern Australian guy come to the
not
studio?
sure.
When Hedgie started doing voices.
You've never heard Lily Savage's voice? She sounds like that.
So
Maybe you did 20 years ago, not so much now.
yeah. So moving on to then the main important thing. We're going to be asking one blankety blank question to each of our people.
Yep.
And
Just one this time
basically,
because it is a test.
we're going to then see if they can then get the answers. And obviously, we're getting the answers from IRC and chat.
Yes.
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 And Hedgie and Alex will have to see if they are able to
So,
match any.
what is
Easy
the
as that.
first question to little Alex? Angel Dark Song.
Okay, for Angel Dark Song, are you listening, Mr. Alex?
I am indeed.
Are you listening, channel?
They are listening.
And people on YouTube?
They are listening.
The question goes as thusly. The government have stepped in to stop people playing with their blank for fear children were being corrupted.
Oh, really? Really? You want me to do that? That's.
Yep, the government have stepped in to stop people playing with their blank or blanks for fear that children were being corrupted.
You
It's
want
not
me-
double entendre enough for blankety blank.
We're warming up, okay?
Am I going for the truth or should I go for comic?
That's up to you.
You go
Comedic.
for the one that you think most people would go for.
Yeah, and
So
don't
the
forget-
government have stepped in to stop people playing with their blank or blanks. Oh, you've done it in there. Thank you.
Yes, I have. So, Pete, don't forget you can contribute answers. I can't. I'm kind of the host on this.
Yep.
Fearless, feel free to contribute.
I already did. Nobody can hear me.
Could you repeat the
You're not
question?
supposed to say it out loud. You're supposed to type it in channel.
Could you repeat the question, please?
I can repeat the question. The government have stepped in to stop people playing with their blank or blanks for the fear that children were being corrupted.
I would like to pitch my answer as sisters. That's
Not
sisters.
yet. We'll tell you when you're ready.
I want sisters. I mean,
Too late. Too late.
I can say, well, when we get enough comments, if we get enough comments, people in channel, your job, type things. And if this works and we get responses, apart from Felix,
Hooray.
I mean, even Pete hasn't put one in yet. For shame. Shame on you, Pete.
For a shame.
Yeah, you've got to think on what the answer's going to be from the people putting it in.
I can think of a lot of people putting things in.
There we go.
Alex has already given his answer, so it's a moot point.
Oh, he
That's not my actual answer. I just
He just
want
wanted
to
his sister.
understand the system.
Oh, I see.
Yes, so
Yeah.
you could have had that. Yes, so. Right then, everyone has replied.
Yeah,
I'm a
we
kid.
have 4 answers in channel.
Yep, which is, and I'm just checking YouTube. No one's saying anything on YouTube yet, so.
Okay.
But
No,
Maybe they're not
I've
going to.
Just posted the question.
people on YouTube, if you did want to play in channel, just point an IRC client in the direction of irc.anthrochat.net on the default port of 6667.
and then wait for us to catch up.
Dog.
irc.anthrochat.net.
I'm on org.
Are you?
Yes.
I'm on .net.
This could explain.
Or you could just give out your questions in.
I'm putting them in
YouTube,
channel as well.
but-
And
Yeah, YouTube has lag. So it's got
this
lots
is
of
why I
lag.
typed it into the channel, people.
For
YouTube does
IRC.
indeed have lag.
Okay.
But yes, I've got all the answers now. So, Angel Duck Song. The government have stepped in to stop people playing with their
Games.
for the fear that children were being corrupted.
Okay, so we have 4 answers from our lovely, lovely panelists, including myself. We have Felis, at Felis, who has cisgender privilege.
Cisgender privilege.
Word. We have myself, who has consoles.
That's nearly games.
Nearly there. Red K has D question mark mon.
Is that Digimon?
Digimon.
DJ has buckyballs.
Any of those games, do you reckon? If I'm feeling generous, I would say consoles, because they're kind of games, but it's not quite what he said, so no.
No.
Not going to give it.
So this is a game of psychological profiling.
Yeah,
yes,
pretty
yes,
much.
this is what Blankety Blank is all about.
Basically, it's Cards Against Humanity.
I see.
Yep. Pretty much.
Blankety Blank came first.
But Blankety Blank has better questions.
Yeah, and the second one I feel for Hedgie
Oh,
now.
okay.
No, this one is for you, and I feel
Right.
it's a lot more in the vein.
Oh, excellent.
But like I say, we're warming up, so this is just testing.
Yes. Who's written these?
Me.
Oh.
He's
Pretty much during the show.
moving
Well, you know.
on.
Well, because Hedgie knows that last time we did this and I wrote the questions, he never actually won a round, so...
Well, actually, because his questions were pretty bad. They weren't funny enough.
Moving
Even when they were
on.
genuine blankety blank questions, when Southpaw came down and did them, you still lost, so...
Yeah, let's ignore that. That was a previous incarnation. This
It
is
was.
a new one.
This is
So,
all
the
new blankety blank.
question that's being posed to
Is-
Hedge.
Xavier hates being on the TigerTails radio webcam, in case people start taking the mickey out of his blank.
We will now pause
Oh
whilst they
my
kick the
God.
shit out of TK.
Right.
Is that a question
Let's
to your
see.
liking, Hedge?
Well, first of all, I'm going to need a pen and paper, you know. Actually, give me a whole notepad. I might be here for a while.
Stop with the creepy laugh down the mic.
Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God.
We can't accept the Felis's answer, because...
One word answer.
What's wrong with a one-word answer?
No, he hasn't put a
He
one-word
has a, he's
answer.
put
Oh.
a one sentence answer.
One-word answers, please.
It's
I
a
see.
paragraph.
Right, so
Uh.
Xavier hates being on the TigerTails radio webcam, in case people
Yep.
start taking the mickey out of his blank.
Yep.
I
See.
That doesn't count, bitch. Don't worry, Pete. You're not...
Oh, God.
I'll be the victim in some of these questions as well.
don't worry, Pete.
Not today, granted, but still.
I just see murderous intent from his eyes.
Oh, God.
Right, still waiting on a couple of replies.
Yeah.
Xavier, you kind of need to reply still. You got to say something, surely.
I heard that angry tapping of the enter.
Yeah.
So yeah, Xavier hates being on the TigerTails radio webcam.
We just
in
got
case
Red K.
people start taking the mickey out of his blank.
We just have Red K who's not answered.
There is a bit of lag.
There is a little bit of rag.
Actually, I should have put a question mark in the end of that, shouldn't I? Just to...
We shall wait as the panelists
Yes.
scribble their answers down.
Huh?
My two-word answer allowed?
He's being a dick.
You would do the same to me.
Technically, you can, because in one of
Oh,
the blank...
okay.
Because in,
My Jew notes.
Because in one of the blankety blank shows, they had waste blank, and the top answer was waste not want not. So technically, yes,
Yeah.
you can have.
Everyone's answer, TK. Everyone's answer, TK.
Hang on. I'm typing.
God's sake.
I'm being supportive in channel. I'm dead after this show finishes.
Can we say my
Yeah.
original answer for comedic value?
We'll get to that.
I'll
Just
do it
go
after
and
we've
sit
announced the
the fuck
results.
back down.
This is how the game goes. Yeah.
So, for Hedgie,
Yeah.
the question was...
Yeah.
Xavier hates being on the TigerTails radio webcam in case people start taking the mickey out of his...
Bald spot.
Right, so Xavier Wolfin channel has put rage. Yeah, and he didn't actually provide an answer. What would you have said, Xavier?
Who?
You, what would you have put to the answer to that question?
That was it.
What, rage?
Yeah.
In case people start taking the mickey out of his rage.
Rage.
Okay.
Strange that.
Felix said a great many things.
Yeah.
He finished with shiny pate. I'm not
Yep.
entirely sure what he meant by that.
Bald spot.
DJ said bald spot. And Felix officially said face so bright that like Santa's sleigh tonight.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Whereas Red K passed quite diplomatically. I noticed.
To the point, that long answer was the first one there.
Yeah, he typed that in fucking quickly.
So
God.
technically, I think Hedgie's won that.
Hedgie actually wins a point.
Yes.
So he
Mainly
wins.
because pretty much the answer was basically being pointed at with a big neon arrow going here, here, here.
No, that was just the sun reflecting.
See, I thought the answer would have been hat, but no one said hat.
No, because he's wearing a hat too high.
Did someone just say Pete's Rage, the sun is there?
Oh
dear
god.
See, this is why I like Blankety Blank. It's fun.
Oh,
But yeah, no one
God.
said hat. I thought somebody would have said hat because it's the first time we've seen him in the hat. So
But it's not, it's a good hat.
it is a good hat.
If he was wearing like a pork pie hat, then yes.
True.
So
So
that
Hedgie,
was-
this means Hedgie gets to play the super match game,
Hooray!
which is
Oh,
why I'm
God.
cribbing from one of the podcasts.
Yay!
Let's see if Hedgie can remember the answers.
Oh, good
So
God.
I have a list which no one else can see.
Right.
And
That's
yeah,
good,
you
'cause
can
we
look
can't.
at you can look at channel 8. You've got to choose somebody to play with, Hedge.
Oh, really?
Yep, you got to. There's the people who've been playing a channel, plus
We
there's
have
people in the studio.
DJ, Felis,
Yep.
Red K, or myself.
Um,
Who do you wish to play with?
I'll go. I'm gonna gamble, and I'm gonna go with DJ.
Only because he got your one and only and winning point.
Yeah, so I'm gonna gamble and go with him. Yeah.
Okay, DJ, pay attention. DJ and Hedgie, pay attention. I've got a list of words in front of me. Now, there's a keyword, which will be the main word, and then this keyword can be followed by lots of other words. I have a list of 3 in front of me. One's worth 50 blanks, one worth 100 blanks, and one worth 150 blanks.
Yep.
Now, the more common the answer is, the higher the number of blanks it gets, because
Yes.
the more people have said it. Makes perfect sense.
Yes.
And it's a one word thing, one word answer.
Yep.
So you don't have to think of anything complicated. So if I said, say, like sports, an answer could have been car, for instance.
You mean sports blank?
yeah,
Yeah,
sports,
sports.
blank.
sports.
Sports blank.
Yes.
So the word I have today, cribbed from a previous show. In fact,
Yes.
it was season 3, episode 18. If we're
God.
going to get specific,
Wow.
the word is dog blank.
Ooh.
So, DJ, dog blank.
Ooh.
Dog. Blank.
Yep. One word answer, please. Dog blank. Oh, Xavier's put in channel as well. And then Hedgie gets to see that answer, see if he likes it, and if he wants to go with it, or choose an answer of his own.
All right. Okay. So
Yep. You don't need to hide the screen anymore, Pete. You can show him.
I can show him his choice. Oh, okay.
No, you can show him the screen now because it's not
Yeah.
cheating anymore.
what's
Because
DJ?
DJ hasn't. I'm just
Okay.
throwing in
So
suggestions.
I'm waiting for DJ to type his answer.
yeah. So DJ needs to provide dog blank.
Dog blank.
Not
Dog
forgetting.
blank.
Not forgetting. Stop putting things in channel, Pete. That's not sporting. Otherwise, I'll change the fucking question.
Dog blank. There we go.
Right, we have an answer.
We have an answer.
DJ
DJ.
has said dog bowl. Now, do you like that answer, or would you like to go with one of your own?
Well, I certainly didn't think of that one, and that's quite a good one actually. So yeah, I'll go with DJ's answer. Dog
The rest of
bowl.
us thought of shit, didn't we?
Yeah, well, arf, balls, collar, high rise, and dildo. That was just off the top of my head there.
So
It's never a dildo, Pete.
Dog high rise.
yes.
A dog dildo. Think about that carefully.
One of those Santa
No.
Monica pet owners.
Okay.
No.
Realizing, very radio station.
Who would
he
buy a
said it.
dildo for their dog? Seriously, that's just not legal.
What?
radio
It's
station.
not-
You haven't watched Made in Chelsea?
So, moving on.
No, then.
The
Yeah.
question is
want
dog
to.
blank. He has chosen bowl.
Yes.
And cribbed from the previous episode of season 3, episode 18. 50 blanks was dog kennel.
Get
Uh-huh.
on.
Yeah.
yeah.
100 blanks was dog toy.
Dog toy.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. And 150 blanks was
Yeah.
dog collar.
Ah.
Oh, I don't put that in there. Never mind. So
Sorry,
you do
Hedge.
not win super match. You do not get to go away with the holiday.
But you do get the
however,
blankety
get
blank check with pen,
Fake.
which
Yay.
is fake. Yeah, it's completely utterly fake.
Yeah.
completely fake and non-existent.
Yeah.
So
Never mind.
that's
Sorry, DJ. That
I
was a good
regret
answer. Though.
nothing.
That was a very good answer.
Dog
Yeah.
bowl. Yes.
so that was a good little take for the TigerTails blankety blank.
I fucking enjoyed that.
Blankety blank, blankety blank, blankety blank, blankety blank.
Yeah.
We'll get back to that in later episodes. So lastly, then, we need to talk a little bit about television, because there's a little bit of catch-up.
Why, is there stuff on?
There's been a couple of things. One thing that I think kind of inspired what we've just done was the guest list.
No, I was actually watching Lily Savage before. That's
Oh
what
yes,
inspired
and you were
this.
also watching that as well.
Red K said dog food as well, which is another good
Yeah.
answer, but didn't feature.
But the guest list was something that I saw this is coming up. It's a similar idea where it's got a panel of celebrities who are giving answers to actual questions, and you have the two people then trying to guess the answers in order to win.
Is that the one that's hosted by Rob Brydon?
Yeah, it's actually really quite funny. And I watched it with TK, the first episode, because I missed that, and then we missed the second episode because, we're special.
It's on iPlayer. We
It's
can
on
watch it
iPlayer.
whenever we like.
And it's actually really quite fun.
It was quite fun.
I liked the relationship that Rob was able to have with the panelists.
Well, most of the panelists.
And the guests
Yes,
in terms
yes.
of how everything was going on, because it was just it was like our show, unorganized chaos that eventually ended, and you suddenly went, so, what have we won? Who won what?
But there was no blankety blank check and pen.
No.
No.
Which just makes it shit.
Which-
There used to
well-
be the blankety blank check.
Well,
pen.
considering
Yes.
that the old style blankety blank, the prizes were of super low quality.
Yep.
So in theory, getting the blankety blank checkbook and pen was probably the best thing to get.
Exactly.
You
that's
have won
what
a
you
weekend
wanted.
away in Bognor.
Yes.
That was the second prize. The first prize was this Casio calculator watch.
It was.
And if you
was
were
it?
lucky, a top of the range Sony turntable with 3 speeds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The old show was old.
Or the
yes.
Yamaha keyboard with 99 voice effects.
Yeah.
Snap! I've got power.
And it was,
Thank you,
yeah, as DJ
Snap.
says, James Corden was the person who was getting most of the answers right, being that they were all sex related.
Yep. You know, James Corden's talents are being fat.
Yeah, I don't like James Corden, but I've got to admit, the more I see of him when he's not trying to be
act.
funny,
Yeah,
he's really quite funny.
it was good.
When
That
he's
was
trying, he flops miserably.
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
And when he's being a character, he's shit. But
That's
when he's
because-
being himself and not trying to be funny, he's actually rather funny.
That's because fat people, when they're doing anything other than standing still, they're actually hilarious. You see a fat person desperately trying to catch a bus,
I
you
don't
just
know,
think,
catch a bus.
Ooh, burn.
it's like, seriously, you go, is there an earthquake or is there a storm? Boom, boom, boom.
Dear God.
And
So,
this is why Hedgie doesn't feature on the show very often.
Explains my reaction to most of Louis C.K.
Because now 70% of the UK hate him.
They're not going to catch me, they're too fat.
so moving on then to the other bits of telly.
Impressive speed in a straight line.
I miss the days of.
All I got to do is
Edgy.
turn a corner.
I've missed the data centre.
The momentum's going to carry him straight off.
Just because
So-
you have the right of free speech doesn't mean you should exercise it.
Reach back under for your hat for door closes as well.
So, in terms of the television, a very quick catch up with what's been going on with S.H.I.E.L.D. and a brief start on season 2 of Arrow, which I've also started watching.
Ah, yes.
So, the Arrow season 2,
Thank you,
I've
Ed.
started watching.
Welcome.
Basically, it picks up straight after. Well, it doesn't pick straight up. It picks up after the disaster in Coast City, Arrow City, the place that is fictional but just been leveled. And we go back to the sodding island, which was a bit random, especially when it was a case of Felicia and the bodyguard who then jumped out of a plane to find Oliver on the island. And I thought, what the hell is going on here? And now it's a case of, right, he feels he's failed the city, he feels he's not doing his superhero job. And they convince him to come back because, River Summer Glau is turned up, so, she's hot and you need to turn up. Other superheroes are turning
Yeah, but can she get her lines right?
I've only seen one
It's a-
episode.
it's a
She's had
running
like a grand total of 2 or 3.
It's a running Summer Glau joke of she constantly forgets her lines in the middle of a scene.
That sounds about right. But it was a very good start up to the episode because it then firmly cemented that this was him going from what season 1 was, where he was running around as this vigilante, killing fuckers, to that
Like-
doesn't work.
Didn't even matter if they're just a mook in the way. It's like, arrow to the fish.
Really, dead shot, arrow to the eye. Dead shot again, can't kill him. Fuck, never mind. But everyone else will kill.
God damn it, you're a reoccurring villain.
Yeah, and then
Damn your Joker immunity.
coming into this, he's now being the hero who is saving people and not killing every motherfucker in the joint. And it's really quite good because it's falling in line more with what I've read in the comics and what I've seen in the comics of Green Arrow, where he is.
Me and
a
Axe
hero.
were just talking about the pacing of the island scenes last night.
Yeah.
I've not gone up to all the island scenes. It's currently he's now been captured. It is on the
Well-
tanker,
we figured that the reason why the island scenes work out so well is because we can skip the boring shit in between due to their magical flashback nature. So we can just get to the highlights of what's happening on the island, or the most dramatic moments, tension, so on and so forth.
Filling in the important shit.
Yeah, the island is only there when it needs to be. Not.
He, however, disagrees with me that the Teen Titans Slade was the closest alternative media representation of Deathstroke.
No, I don't think it was. I don't think it was Deathstroke at all. I
What,
mean,
the
it
guy-
was similar. Slade is completely different to Deathstroke, though.
Slade is what's based for Deathstroke, but Deathstroke's had several incarnations, but that's going off topic and very much in the inside baseball comic booking. But at the moment, it kicks off with the guy who should be Slade, and Deathstroke, getting his ass and face and hands burnt in a stupidest... I couldn't understand how the oil tanker was managing to shell the airplane, which had the Chinese lady in it, which they ran to.
Spoilers.
And then, this has been a while, Teeks. I'm catching up with a season that's nearly finished. This was the first episode.
And what about the people who are like waiting for the whole thing to run so they can just download it legally?
Yeah, again,
me.
I kind of stopped right with the cliffhanger episode ending of, oh yes, Slade's in your house, we're talking to your mama.
Yeah, that's further
And I've got
than
to catch up.
Yeah,
from
that's
there.
further what I've got to.
Ooh.
But I know he comes back because I also follow the Google Plus site with Arrow.
And I
coming up
caught
today.
the
Yeah.
Suicide Squad trailer.
Yes, there is that. There's lots of stuff that I'm really liking, and and there's lots of people going on about the Flash stuff as well. But what I like about this is now.
Well, the Flash
his
is likely
transformation.
not showing up as much in Arrow because they're not focusing so much on the super-powered aspects of everybody.
No, because
However,
that's
they were
gonna
just
go off.
setting it up for the Flash TV series that
Yeah.
will be coming out later.
Yeah, but this is very much the focus now. Is he's changed from the vigilante? He's taking a step away from the idea of being the Hood because there was an organisation of people, well, group of people who were calling themselves the Hoods, who were just killing people because they felt his idea of fucking over the rich in order to help the poor was brilliant. So therefore,
Well, the
that's
Hood's
gonna
wearing
fuck
hoods in the
over it.
hood.
Yes, indeed. And
Dog.
it starts progressing with the connections between the guy who's playing his sidekick, an introduction of the Black Canary, this weird thing that's happening with the triads, the relationship with the police detective, which is no longer a detective, he's a beat cop now, and he's starting to get more under the understanding of what's happening with Oliver Queen and the Arrow.
Complete
And
breakdown of what's her face.
Yeah, the relationship with the sister and the Lois Lane of the story. Lots of stuff that's been really going. I've only just managed to get like 2 or 3 episodes into the beginning, but I'm actually liking the pace they've got from season 1, because season 1 started a bit slow because it was having to build a lot of things up. Now it's got that built. It's a case of everything you knew. Yeah, forget that, because he's going to be the hero now. We're going to see the Gadget Arrows. We're going to see him going from Vigilante to Green Arrow.
We now have to see a Deathstroke versus Barrowman off, because that will be awesome.
I want to know how
John
Merlin
Barrowman?
got through. Yeah, John Barrowman has been confirmed.
Yeah, he's
back.
alive.
He tweeted out, "Oh yeah, I'm back on the show," and he's like, "What?
Cover your ears, Pete.
Was he ever on the
No,
show?
don't mention it."
Yeah, Barrowman was the main was the main antagonist of all of season 1.
I didn't Captain Jack Harkness.
Yes.
Yes, he does a
Fuck,
brilliant
really?
villain. He's a brilliant villain, and I know
With
he
his
comes
blue
back.
lips of evil.
Yeah,
Why has he got blue lips of evil?
I don't
he's
know
cold.
because makeup.
Because he's Barrowman.
But that's
Barrowman!
That's Arrow. I'll be slowly.
Dingleberries!
Shield. I caught up with everything to do with Shield because I went out and saw the Captain America movie. So I wanted to see what the hell was going on, and I'm glad I saw the Captain America movie before I then went out and watched and caught up with Shield.
Well, that's why last week was a re-showing last week's episode before, the current episode. So they're going to give... it could be 2 episodes, but one's repeat. So go out and watch Winter Soldier. You got some time.
Yes.
Or at least look it up on IMDb.
It's well worth it. If you've watched Captain America, it's well worth jumping into S.H.I.E.L.D.
And I liked Captain America Winter Soldier better than the original Captain America movie.
It's an improvement. It certainly is. But that's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is S.H.I.E.L.D. because this is progressing from the events in Dark World, the build-up of finding all these extra little doohickeys and gadgets. And it starts to hit this arc where they're then investigating before the film, finding the Clairvoyant and finding this organisation that are running Centipede, these super soldiers.
No, Centipede was a program.
Yeah, Centipede's a
Four.
program, but they don't mention who it is because there's still
It's
AIM, there's still all this other stuff. They even mention AIM.
we
in
know
one of
who
the
it was
episodes.
now.
Yeah.
We know who it was now.
Yeah. Because,
No.
Hydra. Yeah.
Of course, they did catch on to the Deathlock project before.
Yeah. Deathlock is mentioned.
The armor I don't like so much. It looks like Laser Quest armor.
It's hard to do a Deathlock in real life.
Well, the leg looks fucking amazing, and
Yes.
I'm kind of surprised he actually has loads of trousers with pre-cut off legs, necessitating him wearing a trench coat to hide a robotic leg when he really could have just wore proper trousers.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
robotic leg that can eat up trousers. You're not going to... I wear trousers, and then I have to wear another pair of trousers, and then another pair of trousers, because they keep getting eaten by the
Then
mechanics.
he just puts a little sleeve over the moving part.
that gets eaten
would've
by
been
the
so
moving
easy.
parts.
I'm just saying.
Comic book logic!
It's design oversight. You know?
But the
Hello,
build-up...
Tony Wolf.
Hello. The build-up, though, in coming towards the Winter Soldier is the lead-up to find out who the clairvoyant is, the introduction of Bill Buxton?
Sorry?
Bill Buxton? Bill...
Bill Buxton? Who?
The guy who is the soldier guy.
Oh,
who's from-
Bucky.
Not Bucky.
You sure? Because I could have sworn it was Captain Bucky O'Hare.
Shield.
Oh.
Never mind. The introduction of a friend of Agent Coulson. The story behind Agent Coulson coming back to life. Everyone going on about the blue alien. And I
Which
sat
is
there-
obviously a Kree.
I sat there and went, yeah, they've listed all the blue aliens. That's brilliant. That's great. There's one minor problem.
They put the obvious thing in there. I told Alex this
Yeah, the
before.
little symbols.
The
which were also
crosshatch
seen.
marks on the armor of every single Kree toy brought out lately. And he couldn't possibly be Marvel, otherwise known as Generous Halason Marvel,
Yeah,
because the
there's-
GH thing would be too easy there, wouldn't it?
there is that link, but there's also the sheer fact that we're still forgetting the fact that all of the Atlanteans are actually blue.
Yeah, but it's more the
Yeah,
noughts and
don't
crosses markings that they've been putting on all of the toys and minifigures
Yes.
that have been coming out that make
don't
it's
think,
more obvious.
Yeah, don't think Joss Whedon is following any kind of storyline that Disney's following. Honestly, especially with the Lego stuff. To be honest, that would be the ultimate fuck you, isn't it? Oh, all those Kree toys that you've bought, yeah, they're actually Atlanteans. What? But the reveal of the alien, but which doesn't actually answer all of the stuff, but does answer some of the questions because it's rejuvenation juice. And the real question is, why the fuck did Fury go to that much attention?
Because reasons.
Yeah.
Because this is Philip, son of Cole.
But that question is asked a lot, and you don't really get a proper answer because everyone's like, why? Why is everyone always wanting him, and why is there so much importance about one agent? Because even up to when the reveal in Winter Soldier happens, and suddenly the messages are coming out from after that to the team and that, it's like suddenly he's got all this special attention from Fury himself, and it's like, why has he got this special attention? What the fuck's going on? Plus, there is also the plotline
Well,
with Sky.
we've heard a bit more about his past and some of his other missions, hints of that, and it turns out that he might actually have been one of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s best assets besides Fury.
It does sound like seeing trained by Fury.
Trained by Fury, you actually heard about some of his previous missions over the last, 20, 30 years or so?
Yep. And currently, it's the episode where they then reveal that Ward is actually da-da-da.
Has always been da-da-da.
Da-da-da. And undoubtedly will get his ass da-da-da during the episode.
Oh, I love da-da-da.
Da-da-da.
You mean blank?
Blank, yeah.
It's nice to see that S.H.I.E.L.D. have all of the top-trained
Blanks.
agents that GQ can afford.
Well, no, because the balding guy wasn't exactly GQ, and he made an
Yeah, but-
appearance in this.
Remember, this is the standard trope of good is beautiful.
Victoria Hand, not exactly the best-looking person.
Yeah,
She's
but you're meant to
alright.
think that she was a bad guy.
Yes, because of what happened in recent comic books. I know, and that was the brilliant twist, because it was like, well, clearly this makes sense.
It was a brilliant twist until you spoiled it.
Yep.
Well, again, these
Well-
are episodes that have already gone.
Next
I'm
week
catching
on
up.
Xavier spoils shows for you.
So as soon as the plot twist came along, the next episode after that wasn't where he acts. Just like me, people watching it was like going back to an old throwback joke. I'm Garrett Ward. I'm the most emo member of this group.
Xavier does a review on The Mentalist and talks about Red John.
I got that spoilt for me because
Don't
I
you dare
followed-
say a
No.
fucking thing. I will come over there and I will make you eat that hat.
I followed the Google Plus page for it, and then I saw
Wait,
the
wait.
picture. No, Facebook, and then I saw the picture of who it is, and I went, Fuck you all.
What are we not? What are we spoiling?
No, shut up.
No.
Shut up,
Tell me
Felix.
what it is that we're not spoiling, so I make sure not to mention anything.
It's the Mentalist.
Oh, in that case, no, I don't watch that. It's
No,
okay.
that's good.
All you need to know, right? Even my friends constantly like tease me about it. They're like, "Oh yeah, you know, you've probably already seen it a couple times." I'm like,
the last
"Fuck you!
time-
I already know Jane's like done this with."
Yeah.
What season are you on? What season are you on?
I've only seen season 2.
Oh, okay,
No,
He goes to prison, and I'm like, fuck. And then
I
that
don't say,
picture comes out.
The last thing I remember watching on The Mentalist was Mentalist dude was in a cafeteria somewhere, shoots a guy he thinks is Red John.
That's season
I've
3.
only been told
End of
later
season
that
3.
wasn't.
Yeah, he then goes to prison.
Season 4, beginning of season 4 is he's like, "Oh yeah, that's not Red John." Everyone knows that already, and then he does a trial and convinces everyone that because he shoots somebody who's actually like a really horrible person anyway, and was like kidnapping children. So he manages to convince them that shooting them.
You committed murder, but he was actually a bit of a douche, so innocent.
Yeah, to be
Yeah.
honest, it's like we'll put him in a courtroom. That's a stupid plan, really. But never mind. But yeah, the Mentalist, I got really annoyed with that. But this is still going. We've not gotten to because we're now at a situation where, because of the film, because of the plotline, the agency known as Shield is gone,
Indeed.
and Fury has disappeared. This is all stuff in the movie.
And that
Everything is collapsed.
fat comic relief guy who plays fat comic relief guy in all the other sci-fi shows is there.
That was random. That secret base is so random.
You
I'm
guys
sitting
know who
there,
I mean, right?
Yes.
He always plays the pudgy comic relief nerd guy in every sci-fi series.
But I don't know the meaning of this military base. I still not entirely sure what the fuck they're going to do now that the reveal of Hydra is, because like the American government's going, "Oh, we blame Shield," and it's like the secrets of Shield have just leaked out up to and including Hydra exists, and the American army is going, "We blame Shield." A Nazi organization that now still exists in the world with potentially terrorist cells all over the world still exists. You're blaming Shield.
You'd think Americans would jump on that, wouldn't you?
I would expect them. I would expect them to.
Not until the last 5 minutes of the fight.
Oh. Dear God.
Wow. And I heard Americans
Go
were
back.
like, you know, not all there, but jeez.
But the development I'm enjoying. I like, and I actually really love the relationship that Skye and Coulson have been developing. I like
He's her paternal figure.
Yeah, well, I still want to know why she's this thing, this unknown classified thing, and what that means.
She's a 106. No,
She is an object of unknown
origin.
An ooh.
Or if you watch the scene from this week's episode, and ooh.
But the cavalry has had more stuff build up. The now strained relationship between
You mean
Fitz and
Ming Na
Sybil.
Wen?
Yeah, the cavalry.
Ming Na. That 50-year-old Asian actress who's still looks about
20.
28-ish.
Yeah, and she's like kicking ass and looks hot. And the best bit is she's supposed
Although
to be the
I
ice
disagree with the
queen.
way that in this season so far, it's gone from originally she wore heels, but it's like a solid heel that tapers towards the front of the boot. And I started going, okay, that makes sense. That wouldn't catch in any cracks in the ground or anything. Now she's wearing straight up stilettos, and it just doesn't look as.
I'd imagine that may have been feedback, and or probably it's one of those things where it's a case of if you get kicked in the face by a stiletto, that's going to really hurt.
No, but
Yes,
getting
it
kicked in
would.
the face with all those solid skate heel things would have really fucking hurt.
Not really.
Whereas
Stabbing
the
motion.
stiletto would not have been as much because you'd have to balance on one foot. Do a kick. Have you tried doing a snap kick in stilettos, Pete?
I don't know.
No.
Have you, Felix?
Surprisingly, yes.
Anyway, I'm liking the
Gravity
build-up.
beat me.
I am liking the suggestions of what's going on in terms of the series and what they're going to have to face. I don't know what Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is going to be like, because obviously this is now the continuation between Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the next movie, but the next movie from the Marvel staple is Days of Future Past. And then Guardians of the Galaxy.
Wait. No, Days of Future Past has got nothing to do with this.
That's...
No, nothing.
This is the thing, because obviously we've had the ending of Winter Soldier, and they have suggested that 2 major characters from the Avengers will be appearing.
No,
in the
they've
future.
said outright now we've got the casting for Quicksilver Scarlet Witch. However, it's 2 completely different actors. This is because Sony are allowed to use the X-Men. However, those 2 characters are also licensed as Avengers, which means they can use a separate version of them for the Avengers. So they
Yeah.
still have completely different continuities going on,
So
unfortunately.
how do they explain the mutant powers?
That's why they're called gifted in this.
You're
Because the
gifted.
word mutant, in reference to the X-Men, is actually, in movie terms, is still in the purview of Sony Entertainment only.
Which is stupid, because what happens when the Turtles come out? And
That's
then people-
why they're making another Wolverine movie, because they need to retain rights. In order to retain the rights, they need to keep making the movies for the character.
So why doesn't Hugh Jackman say, no, fuck you?
Because Hugh Jackman's not
Because he's
turned down
actually
free
said,
money?
well, after the last movie, I feel a bit better about carrying on playing Wolverine.
'Cause I
They
know he had,
actually-
like, thoughts
After-
against it, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
because of the storylines. But I'm not a huge fan of the Wolverine Origins. That wasn't brilliant, and then the other Wolverine film, The Wolverine, was
Was
the Wolverine
watchable.
was good.
It was,
It was
good.
watchable.
It wasn't rewatchable.
No.
But
no.
Well, considering they need to keep bringing out Wolverine films, eventually the plotline is going to become so thin if Wolverine trips over while on his way to the shops.
actually, they can still go to the old man storylines.
Yeah, there's still the future storyline. There's still all these
Wolverine
villains.
gets grey hair. Wolverine
He does.
needs
Yeah, he does.
contact lenses.
He turns into your grizzled badass. He is Obi-Wan Kenobi with snick.
And if you follow the comic books, he does indeed manage to do what childhood dream is: fuck up his father.
Wolverine goes to the chiropractor.
Wolverine
Chiropractor
goes to the
loses.
infertility clinic.
No, he
Wolverine
doesn't.
gets a prostate exam.
No, he doesn't.
Wolverine gets a colonoscopy.
No.
What are you doing
no,
there,
He
He
Bob?
doesn't.
became his very own Discovery Channel special, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Wolverine has to trade in his second-hand car.
But I don't know what's going to happen with Shield now that this is going on, because it's like without Agents of Shield, but Shield has been destroyed. So what's going to happen for the end of? Because we've only got this episode and one more after this. Because they were saying in the things I'm following, it's only a couple. more
Allow me to
episodes.
quickly find out for you.
So he goes to Easy TV to see what the count is
Yep.
for shows that haven't come out yet.
Oh, you're talking about S.H.I.E.L.D., weren't you?
Yeah, Shield. That
They
thing
have
that
the
wouldn't turn
episode release list.
Yeah.
As soon as I find M again.
So were you talking about Green Arrow earlier?
up. Yeah, Green
Yes.
Arrow to
Yeah,
begin
they-
with.
Is that
I've
the name of the
started
show?
season- It's
No, it's
Arrow.
called Arrow.
Oh, it's called Arrow. Okay.
Wow, so those minutes
Right,
overdue.
we're
eh?
going up to May the 13th, so...
22.
Yeah, so tonight is... yeah,
That's the
episode
American-
19. We got 3 more episodes after this.
Yeah.
So 4 including this one.
It's a relatively typical 20-odd release for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
But it's
Yeah.
lasted a year.
That's because of
That's because of
breaks.
all of the
Breaks.
fucking mid-season breaks, including
Yeah.
ones where they come back after 3 weeks for one episode. They go, we're off for a month!
Yeah, the trouble is I kind of think that's partly with the American TV schedule for all the rest of the stuff. I don't know, but I'm interested to see if this continue on. I think someone said something that season 2 has been picked up on.
Yep.
I'm not
They got
entirely
greenlit around episode 6.
Yep.
sure. Awesome. So it'll be nice to see how this progresses.
And we have actually gone past the whole good episode, alright episode,
Now
good
it's
episode.
good
Now it's a
episode.
case of good episode, yay!
good episode. What the fuck?
Okay, guys, we're gonna need another mid-season break because I need to recharge here.
That's probably why, isn't it? It's a case of- and now we have the reveal. Oh my god! Bye, fuckers!
Damn the viewer refractory period.
But even the throwbacks for the
the only
Thor
person
stuff.
to get that.
Yeah, even the throwbacks for the Thor stuff. Even what they're suggesting in terms of the.
Oh, we actually
villains
did
they have
get
in
more
Asgardian.
greater continuity appearances. We got Lady Sif, who was actually the only one of the 3 heroes who we want to see on the screen for an extra half hour.
Yeah, and that was interesting because that's a storyline that does have a lot of oomph behind it because their own relationship, and they didn't really dig into that much. But potentially that both those characters could come back. It'll be interesting to see. But that's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Marvel's
Of course,
Agents
this
of
also
S.H.I.E.L.D.
means that we now know that the Bifrost has been fixed.
Yes. Do you want to know the worst thing? When they were landing on the secret base to get the alien juice?
Mm-hmm.
There was a big circle right in front of the fucking landing pad, and I sat there and went, that looks suspiciously like an Asgardian teleportation circle. No, please, no. Fuckers.
You sure wasn't those giant, angry Scottish blue aliens? They're the ones that we called Pictices.
Pixies, yeah.
Pictes.
We don't have the mini versions, we have the big fuck off versions.
Just ripping off a Terry Pratchett joke.
Yep. But that was Arrow, and that was S.H.I.E.L.D. We briefly mentioned Guest List, which is an alright thing to watch on a Saturday night, thank fuck. But that's it pretty much for TigerTails Radio. We are going to be coming back next week.
We are.
I will be back in Bournemouth. Because I have.
We banish you to the digital realms from whence ye came.
We'll be opening.
Away with ye!
We'll be opening the window because all of the computers have now heated up this room. Something chronic.
In the name of the Nintendo, the Wii, PlayStation, and yeah. This is the holy trinity of gaming, right? Stop that.
So in the name of PS1, PS2, and PS3, we banish you.
We will be back next week for more gaming news, more done and dusted,
Fucking fringe cults.
more discussion over topics because we're going to see if we can keep that running, more kicking feelers, more blankety blank.
Fuck
if people
yeah.
like it,
I
as
like
well
it.
as some television updates.
It's my show, I
probably-
like it. We're going to
We need to get some more chat things fixed then.
Yes, we need to look into getting IRC working on the site again because that broke for some reason.
Yeah, not entirely sure what's going on.
Thank you,
But-
Red Kate. I was wondering if it was just me.
The stereo went.
Yeah.
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 I thought it was just me because it didn't seem to affect Minecraft just on Sunday, so...
Yeah, we'll see how everything goes. You can find us on tigertailsradio.co.uk or tigertails.co.uk. We are on Facebook, Twitter, as well as on the Google+. All of our links are on our main website. We also have Done and Dusted, and we have Tiger Tales Gaming. They will be updated as we continue through the year. If you want to email anything into us, please do so at radio@tigertailsradio.co.uk. And if you want Felix to have even more work to do, because we like making him do lots of work, email us and we'll forward it on to him.
Oh, yeah.
Or just email ttrreview@gmail.com.
Let me bring up the list, shall I?
No, because we're now getting to the end of the
Yeah,
show.
in all
We need to
fairness,
finish.
you should never be stuck for Done and Dusted because you could just do something off the list.
The list.
The mega list.
Not that long. Although the Simpsons game is on there.
Did I do the Simpsons game already?
No.
No. Okay.
In all fairness, that's the kind of thing we should actually put on the Done and Dusted site.
Yeah,
But
I've
anyway.
deleted the ones that I've done from the list. So.
That's good.
Okay,
So, we need to call that a night then, Teeks.
Indeed. So no, it's a good night from the hedgie if he's still in the room.
He is over there.
So enthusiastic.
He said good night, folks.
And it's a good night from the Angel Dog Song.
Good night.
It's a good night from the Xavier.
Good night.
And it's a good night from the Fearless.
No night all.
It's a good night for myself, TK. Thank you very much for listening for this entertaining episode of Tiger Tales Radio Season 8. We'll be back next week, as Pete says, for episode 6 of Tiger Tales Radio. But until then, it's night-night, everybody.
Night-night.
Night.
Night.